I'm not included for some reason.
All right, let's roll. We're kicking it live in K-Town. The pimps, the players, the hustlers, the people that bust them, and everybody else in between, ready to throw it down. We've got Kitchener Ranger Ray in the house. Scotty McCullough. Brian Donahue. So hold on. Are we starting the tournament yet or what?
Not quite yet.
All right, so we've got a pinball tournament. I just won $17. I just won $17 playing pinball. And I'm going to put my $17 up live on the air here right now. Hey, there's no football here tonight, so we're all about gambling. I like the Oakland Athletics tonight.
Just get rid of these balls. One more, and then we're ready to go. Ammo. We got to reset this.
All right, yeah. And we need the owner. We need the owner to explain the format here. The format of the tournament. So Jeff Feinberg will join us. We'll talk some football as well here. Feinberg's going to step up and in at about 10:15. We'll bring Kitchener Ranger Ray up here as we continue to throw it down in Kitchener, Ontario. Good times. Can't complain, man. How can you complain when you've got an AC/DC motherfucking pinball machine in the living room? Now,
is Andy here? Is the owner here?
We're about to play. We're about to play for the championship of the world. All right, where the fuck is Andy at?
You can never find him. Whenever it's showtime, you can never
Does he
find
disappear
him.
all the time?
All the time.
See if you can find him.
Yo, Andy. Andy.
He's at the fridge or the beer store.
Yeah, you could be the fourth.
Where's Andy at? All right, come on. Where you got to introduce the format to the tournament. Got a fire going on out here. I got to say, here's the lovely Allison, who that was one of the best turkeys we've ever had. It's kind of dark over here. Come into light here. You got to come into light.
No, don't walk to the light.
Great turkey
That makes
dinner.
you die.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
No, it was awesome turkey dinner. He carved it, but she cooked it. She's like a ghost, like the Blair Witch Project.
Don't be a ghost.
Here she is.
How about
Hello, everyone.
No pornography on YouTube. Okay.
I told you I was the plan, man.
Okay, so
We got 4 guys. We got 4.
all right.
Yeah, but Gabe's the.
I'll go first here. All right, Kitchener Ranger Ray, hold this up here. Get the game here.
Hey, get that shirt in the picture.
Gonna show these guys how it's done.
So, yeah, this one. How many
What up?
people are watching?
Live from Kitchener, all the way to California.
Oh, I need to go with the shirt. You got 4 guys, right? Yeah, we do. But, and then I'll step in and I'll beat the champion. All right. I lost to him $22.
How did you lose when you got 20?
Fuck! He got the match. He's got the match. Fucking bullshit, this fucking machine. Fuck. Son of a bitch.
All right, I'm up.
Fuck, man.
What do you get this?
Fucking garbage. All right, so what's up, everybody?
Oh, it's
All
going.
that lunch is about all I want.
It's looking for the ball. Just for the,
Kitchener Ranger Ray. That was weak.
That was weak. Right down the middle.
Scotty McCullough. Step it up.
All right.
Scotty's played the most here. Motherfucker's playing all night, every night.
Almost.
These guys were playing pinball at 4 in the morning last night. I'm sleeping like 3 feet away. I actually fell asleep. I just pretended I was at an AC/DC concert.
How many people are watching?
It's building up as we speak. Fucking machine sucks.
He puts him on the spot. 75 people.
Yeah, I'm sleeping beside the machine.
I'm getting my homicide shirt out. I'm gonna sell some online.
79. It'll be about 150 in about 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
Like we just opened.
Right.
Brian's like, all right, I'm getting the t-shirts to sell to you guys.
I got a PayPal account.
Kitchener Ranger Ray,
I'll tell
get
you
this.
some- I'll tell you
Kitchen, hold
something
on,
right
Ray.
now.
Kitchener Ranger Ray walks in. Brian's like, you want to buy a t-shirt? He goes, well, I'm really just a fan of Sports Ranger Morency. Brian goes, well, Morency's in the band. He's like, you buying a piece of Morency. What's up, Ray?
Hey, man, I'm telling you guys right now that this band is ripping it up. They're really good. I did not expect them to be as good as they are. Gabe's actually really good. So for all you guys who didn't think he was that good, he's that good.
We appreciate that, Ray.
You got screwed.
Oh, free ball. No one got screwed, yeah. No one gets screwed in Kitchener. The girls are too fat. Fuck you.
My Kitchener girlfriend would take offense to that.
Hey, there's Brian for you. No one gets screwed in Kitchener. The girls are too fat, says
Yeah,
Brian.
you're up. I'll hold it.
Good stuff, Brian.
Hey, just so everybody knows, the band calls Gabe Gab. He's not Gabe. He's Gab.
Look at that. This machine hates me.
How do you get another ball?
If you train it without making a lot of points before within a certain time.
There seems to be a lot of rules to this game.
I knew I should have brought more t-shirts.
Hell's Bell.
Fuck!
Fuck! All right.
It's gonna be
I'm up.
there too.
Very frustrating.
There you go. There we go. Highest bidder.
T-shirts for sale.
$15.
$15
Yeah. You pay the postage, because I'm not.
plus postage and handling.
Yeah. I got PayPal account. We'll talk business. Get in touch with Gabriel. And CDs. Don't forget that.
3 million. $3 million.
So now we have a fake Muhammad in the house.
Fake Muhammad Juma?
They can't even have real.
No, that's the regular Muhammad.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Isn't there normally a beat?
I don't know. I used to talk to Muhammad, though, and he's cool. I think that's him.
I had my best game earlier. I had 10 million.
All right, that should be happy.
Kitchener ain't a bad place to be.
Kitchener's the place to be. Homicide gathers in Kitchener. All the places you could be, you're down the street from me.
I sold out, right?
It's paddle control here.
Oh! Fuck!
It was rolling along nicely.
It tilts real easy. That's the problem.
He's got to lower those bumpers on those side things.
Fuck, man.
Kitchener homeboys doing pretty bad. Got the lowest score.
Me?
That's you.
Oh. Am I up?
Yeah.
You're up.
All right, we need to do better then.
game getting a little annoying. Getting a little frustrating. I put up a 10 mil earlier tonight. I won $17, but we're failing backwards here. Yeah, JS is gone.
You're in lead for the tournament, but I'm sure Skyler's going to bury it. It's Molly.
This game takes a little getting used to.
Yeah. You need to warm up.
Yeah,
No. I'm gonna salvage. I'm gonna play a better game after. I'm getting pissed off.
yeah, but you've already had 24 hours of practice.
No, I barely played the fucking game. We barely played the fucking game. The fucking drummer's been on it 24/7. What's up, Styles P? No, we offered to play pool for money, but the host wants to play this.
I want to say what's up to Bruce Chad. Is Bruce Chad there?
Yeah, there's Bruce Chad.
What up, Bruce?
Settle down, Ray. It's all good. It's all good. We're like,
Who's the third player? Where's me?
You won.
I won, so who got the match? I got the match. You got the match. You won.
all right, hold on. What's the final scores here?
It's double on the lowest thing. Yes, whoever the lowest score, it'll be double. Right here. We'll find out.
I went first. I don't believe I was the lowest score.
What player was it? I got to go back to the scores. See all those arms? That's me. 6-4. Who had the low 4? Who got the match?
Player 2. I got the match. That was the 6.
And you were the
Yeah.
6?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, shit.
Player
6-4. Yeah, $4. $4.
What order are we going now? What player number?
Well, the winner always goes
2,
first.
3,
Whoever-
4.
Whoever was player 2 follows player 3, $4.
Gabe owes him $4.
All right, I'm down $4.
Oh, fuck. He'll get that on the money that he owes me, man.
Yeah. So you owe me 13. I'm down 4 and then 4 to him. All right.
Go again.
We got to bring Feinberg on here, but I'm going to try to get this money back here.
Love Feinberg.
I got robbed.
Listening to the video.
That's true. That's awesome.
All right, who's up?
Glad I took those, eh?
Go ahead, Ray.
All right, let's roll. Let's fucking roll. We need a better round. Oh my god, I hate that side thing.
It's merciful.
It's gone. Terrible.
4 player, right?
All right.
Were you 1?
No, I haven't shot yet.
Oh, okay. Brian was 1.
Yeah, I got tired of waiting.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 this time.
Oh, ball save.
How did that happen?
If you really suck, they give you another ball.
Oh, you really suck to give me another ball.
Hey, look at all these points, motherfucker.
Wow. Hell's bells. Oh.
This fucking cocksucking motherfucking bitch. Fuck. Fuck, this game pisses me off.
Who's number 4 here? Oh, that's you.
Yeah. You always put this song on, or does he just play it?
Yeah, I put this one on.
Hey, toot, fuck. Go toot yourself. Kicking people out here left and right. It's fucking chaos.
Oh, I guess once you pick it, you're stuck.
There's Jeff Feinberg. What's up, Jeff?
What up, Gabe? Watching this crazy Yankee game.
I'm just playing a pinball tournament here for the championship of the world.
Jeff's
The
pretty good
Yankee
on the
game.
guitar, man.
The computer was in my way.
Yeah, maybe later we'll start playing pool for money. All right. It's hard to find a fucking room in this place. It's not crazy. There's Jeff Feinberg. What's up, Feinberg?
What up, Gabe? Looks like you're like, your party house, frat house.
Yeah, I know. It's like we're recording a record, so we're rehearsing. But yeah, it's like yeah, frat house is a good perspective. Except I don't think any of us went to college. It's a
Fair
good
enough.
question. Is there a college degree in that room? I'm going to say no.
Your turn.
Brian did not graduate from college. Scotty, you have a college degree?
Nope.
Ray?
I do. I went to Conestoga. Conestoga Condors.
Degree in money.
You're up. No, I got to talk to someone. You guys got to. All right, Jeff. So, congratulations on your Chargers beating my Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. The Bills seem to, I don't know, they're making a habit of falling behind really big early. So it kind of makes the rest of the game kind of mute.
Yeah, they showed a little heart at least coming back, or not completely rolling over, but Vontae Davis rolled over and quit. But yeah, what a fucking shit show the Buffalo Bills are. But let's just get down to the real game. It's the Battle of LA, and you guys in the Rams go in here, and the Rams are the favorites. The Rams, have taken over the city. The Chargers, haven't connected with the city of Los Angeles. Visiting fans took over once again with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a big game for the Chargers. It's actually going to be interesting to see, just the dichotomy in which, wow, like this is going to highlight that it really is a Rams town almost in this game. But the Chargers could really sort of just go tell everyone to go fuck themselves in LA by winning this game. Is that how you feel?
That is kind of how I feel. I think anybody expecting that there's a story that they don't know coming from the crowd is a little ridiculous. I mean, you see some of the pictures from our week 1 game. You just see red in the stand. So it's a Rams city. It actually led to some great articles I saw on Monday, Gabe, how for all the years the Chargers were in San Diego, they never, I don't know, they never made a real effort to try to be a team for LA people. All those years where they had LaDainian and they were really good, they could have won over some 12-year-old boys. They should have played exhibition games there maybe once a year. That they just should have, I don't know, in the years leading up to the move, done more to reach out to the community. And now they still, even being there, feel like they don't do that much. That being said, Morency, you've been around the block a long time. And you could tell me I'm just a Charger fan, but I am fucking salivating at the +7 here. Let me break this down for you for just a moment. This is going to be one of my biggest NFL bets in a long time. I was excited for these first couple games, but I bet them, but nothing big, just enough to wet the beak. This is going to be a huge play for me. Phillip Rivers getting a touchdown in his career is like 13-4 against the spread. But I got a couple factors here. The Rams play the fucking Vikings on Thursday after this game, Morency. That's like an NFC playoff preview. So teams that got to play that Thursday game, I don't know, man. It's always a look ahead spot. In my opinion, for those teams.
To me, it looks more like it's the bad spot is for them against Minnesota on that Thursday night after this game. Because can they really get caught looking ahead in the Battle of Los Angeles in a game against Los Angeles?
I don't think anybody's talking about that, though. Like, is that really a thing? It's like anytime that's mentioned, it's like a ha-ha battle.
No, but
it is a fucking battle.
Players. It is amongst the team.
It's not to the Rams players. If anything, it goes to your point about the Chargers, who, like, this is a chance for them to be noticed. Because the Rams are the team people talk about. This isn't like the Chargers, I guess, this would be the chance. For the Rams, this is just an out-of-conference game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see, there's no rivalry. There's a fucking St. Louis Rams versus the San Diego.
Does Philip Rivers still commute in every day?
Yeah, this is the St. Louis Rams versus the San Diego Chargers game. There's no fucking rivalry. Like, there's nothing real yet. Like, that's about it. Yeah, Philip commutes in his super van. He's got eight kids, and he told Dan Patrick this week he's down for more. Gabe, do you know his oldest daughter? This took me by surprise. His oldest fucking daughter, 16 years old. He had her when he was 19 with his wife at NC State. And they've had 7 more, all with the same woman. So, incredible. But
I don't know why he needs more kids. Fuck. Like, what is he? Fucking, I didn't know he was Mormon.
Well, the problem is I think using birth control or any kind is a sin to Philip, right? Like, Philip's a God-fearing man, so I know where Philip would vote on Roe v. Wade. I'll tell you that.
So you're saying this is a bigger bet for you. You love the Chargers plus the points here.
Yeah.
You mentioned a look ahead spot, a weird spot, because you've got the Vikings coming up for the Rams next Thursday Night Football after the classic Thursday nighter this week that we have with the Jets and the Browns. Yeah,
and Gabe, I'll tell you this, and these trends come from Walter Football. Philip Rivers, 13-5 ATS as an underdog in his career, getting 6.5 or more. Philip Rivers is 24-10 as a road underdog of 4 or more in his career. The backdoor always feels in play with Rivers. This spread, Gabe, before Sunday's games, this was a 5-point spread. The Rams essentially annihilating a team that hasn't put up a point this fucking year. And I mean, you could debate how good Washington is, who beat Arizona. I don't know, like, how bad is there? Like, I'm just saying. So the spread goes to 7 based on the Rams doing what they did. And this was the point I wanted to make. And you've been around Vegas long enough, and you've been a betting guy long enough. What happened Monday morning, Morency? The Rams became Super Bowl favorites. You know how this plays out. This is like the college version of getting the 1 seed shit. Watch this on Sunday. It's going to be a close game. I don't have the balls to call the outright because we'll probably fuck it away. But David Carr in that first game dropped back 43 times and threw to receivers on 9 of them. I didn't watch a second of what the fuck Sam Bradford did. But this is a bit of a litmus test, I think, for both teams. I think in many ways. I don't know how much respect you want to give the Rams 2 victories. And the Chargers let a lot of people down week 1. And I don't think the Chargers are going to get any brownie points for beating Buffalo. Even though you could argue it was a really bad spot game, but Buffalo just can't block anybody. This is I see a lot of points pointing to a getting 7 points here as being quite attractive. I'm pretty excited about that.
I can tell. You can't contain your excitement about this game.
Yeah, I'm fired up. I'm fired up for this game. I think the back door stays open the whole time for Philip.
I think the total. I'm going to go outside and say that. I think the total is. I think the total's too low. Can't they get over 48 points? What do you think,
I
Jeff?
guess. I mean, that total to me, based on the point spread, is the books are sort of saying like 28-20, 27-21, right? That's sort of like what the books are implying based on where they've set the point spread, what they think the final score would be, right? 28-20, 27-21. That's like, I think, what they're implying. I think the Chargers, I don't know, should be able to get theirs. I think the Rams will be able to get theirs as well.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
this game, as you stated, the back door is always going to be wide open. You got to think. I'm thinking this game is like 31-24. I think the odds makers know what they're doing with the number. I think it's, you and I often talk about this, about the Chargers on a tease, and they're the king of the teasers. I'd feel more comfortable. You bring up.
Yeah, no, I love it, Gabe. I love
might
that.
be that
I'll
good.
tell you this, Gabe. I swear to God, I'd like to bet this game. I'm going to bet this game at 7, but I pray to God by the time it kicks off at 4 p.m. Sunday, I got them on a live teaser beauty that maybe started Saturday with some college games I like. Like I'm going to have them plus 14 to finish a job. I'm hoping. I don't know what those games are going to be from the early slate, but yeah, you said it. They are a money teaser team historically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, you could take what I say with a grain of salt. The Rams, I don't know. We'll see how good. We'll see. I'm not there on the Rams being like Super Bowl favorites just yet. I'll say this: there are so many. They are perceived to be a super elite team because of they have such big names on that roster. I'm still not convinced when they play a good team that they'll be the cohesive unit required to be. And to me, the Raiders and Cardinals haven't challenged them. They're probably 2 of the 6 worst teams in football. So we'll see.
No, you're right. It's still early, right? This isn't a life or death game for either football team, right? It's not a life or death for either.
Gabe, I'll be honest. I'll start to get nervous because Denver, being out to 2-0, and Kansas City looks fucking fantastic. So I would be nervous. But yeah, I don't know. It's not a must-win game. You're right. It's week 3. The Chargers got the Raiders, I think, coming up. So they'd be able to get it right back, if they dropped it.
What a wild first 2 weeks of National Football League play, though.
Yeah, really. I don't know what to make of it other than I think quarterback play league-wide is the best it's been in a really long time. That's sort of what I've been taking away. Yeah, I think we're seeing just passer ratings are up. I mean, yeah, there are a lot of really bad situations. You always thought Bradford, when healthy, was reliable, but he's not throwing. I mean, he's like becoming Osweiler in terms of where he throws the ball. Like it's just underneath. So I don't really have anything positive to say there. I will tell you this: watching every snap, I thought Josh Allen was okay, better than okay. Considering in a perfect world, they probably wouldn't want to play him till at least like way later in the year, and how bad the O-line is and their defense hang him out to dry. I like it. I wish
if you look at his numbers,
I'm disappointed for you guys. I would have thought he should have taken more like deep chances, whether try to get the PIs or press us. Like I don't know, man. You got Josh Allen. Like show off that arm a little more. That's the one thing I was sort of nervous he might do to us, which didn't happen. But we put a lot of pressure. He said it. I mean, it's not a joke. We put things on tape he'd never seen before. He admitted that in his post game, and that's what he's going to see a lot this year. So I don't know. Hopefully, he learns every week, and you'll be fine.
You know what? I think that McDermott's getting a little bit of a free pass, to be honest, in that he has to know. Of course, we're going to see things he's never seen before. It's up to McDermott to do things.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Like McDermott's becoming one of these coaches that's they're learning. They did this. It's like, dude. It's only your 7 years as head coach, and you're really regressing here. I don't know. He seems to act like he's got a 10-year mandate or something. It's I know I'm to say I'm disheartened. I'm not mad. I never got a chance to get invested in the season. You know what I mean? I never thought the Bills were going to be great coming into the year, and then they were basically down 21-0 6 minutes in of the first game. And then last week it was the same bullshit. They were down right away. They got killed, and I was in an airport after, and they had the Patriot game on. So it's not like I've had, I haven't had time to get angry about this year. This year's just gone already. Fuck. But even if they get like the top pick in the draft or something, they'll still fuck that up. They'll end up trading it or doing something stupid.
Nick Bosa.
Yeah, I just need to accept that the Bills are just useless, and they always will be. It just is what it is. You want to take them plus the 17?
No, and I'll tell you why I don't. Well, I do think they'll compete. I just think, Gabe, they can't block. So when it gets to even if it's close, for the majority of the game, they're down 7, they're down 10. When they're trying to press for something late, I've no doubt they'll just give the ball up on the wrong side of the field and it'll turn the game. I'm not looking to bet the minus 17. Although I keep referring to Walter Football, but he I don't know, man, he does great trends. I want to pull it up because he had this trend that you see those huge point spreads and you would think I don't want to bet them. But apparently in recent NFL history, teams laying that kind of number have actually covered every single fucking time. So
you're right. I read a thing. I should have saved it, but I had a piece. I read a piece. Someone did a good job putting it together. It was basically true or not, urban myths. You know what I mean? Teams back-to-back road. Do they really lose all the time? Sort of all the spots that gamblers talk about. Oh, if you blindly bet fucking double-digit underdogs, you'd be up. Yeah, you would have been 10 years ago, but you're right. Over the last 4 to 5 years or so, when the number is massive, the team generally kills the other for a reason. What the trends that worked 10 years ago don't always, gambling's always evolving, right?
Yeah, the previous 7 times, Gabe, a team was favored by 16 or more, have all covered. Yes, every single one of them, Walter says. Granted, he breaks it down. 4 of them were by Tom Brady. Take that for what it's worth. But the fact remains, laying 16 points in today's NFL, when bad teams have less practice time than they've ever had before, I don't know, sometimes it can become a feast, and the Bills cannot block. That's why I'm concerned about this number, because you're down 10, you're down 14 with 8 minutes left, and McDermott's going for it on 4th and 9, and now you're giving it up in field goal range, and the spread's gone. That's just how I see it. So I cannot trust the Bills, even though there are talented individuals, I think, on the roster. I do not. When you can't block, I can't bet you. That's just it.
They're a poorly coached football team
How
too.
did it go from $1 to 18?
We got to call them out for what it is. They're not coached very well either. We'll get Kitchener Ranger Ray's pick. Carson Wentz coming back for his Eagles.
I just want to say I love Jeff's golf stuff, man. I watch Jeff and follow him on Twitter. Jeff's a good golf follow. I've
Thanks,
always
Ray.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, Ray's. Yeah, your parlays.
And I think our passionate love for Tiger Woods will one day bring us together.
I think, yeah. Just speaking of that, Sunday, last go round. I think Tiger wins this week.
Ray's telling me he's
always
a private member. He's big fancy golf club.
Yeah,
Huh?
we're members at Deer Ridge here in Kitchener.
Beautiful. There it is.
Yeah, exactly. Golf.
Yeah.
Look at Feinberg. You're all blushing and shit because you got complimented.
I don't know. Yeah, in time she's brought it. Feels good.
Feinberg, look at Feinberg. He's all smiles here.
If you bet on golf and don't follow Feinberg, you're doing it wrong.
I think Tiger. Yeah, I want Tiger to be winning while Phillips hucking touchdowns on Sunday. That'd be my fucking dream. Right now.
Actually, I'd like to ask you, Jeff, what's your take on the November head-to-head thing with Tiger and Phil?
It's a pile of shit.
Yeah, it hasn't. I don't know. It doesn't move my needle one bit right now. That doesn't mean I'm not going to watch, because
I feel the same way.
Yeah, I'll watch.
All right. Settle that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll watch web.com.
We're not talking about that now, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that. I don't know. It's not their own money. If
Ray comes out to say hi and then hijacks the interview. Hey, what do you think about this and that? Say, settle down, Ray.
All right.
It's on pay-per-view, so you're essentially paying for these guys to make their purse and then win. I wanted one of these guys to write the check. Then I would think it would be cool. But if no one's actually losing real money, then it's like it's a hit and giggle. Like that's what it sort of is. So I don't know.
Waste of time. All right.
Yeah.
So if it's all right with Ray, I'm going to go back to the NFL right now. So, so we're talking about the Bills being 17. All right, before we move on to that FedEx train wreck that nobody knows the format of or anything, any other NFL bets this week?
Yeah, let me just pull
It's
up.
early in the week, so I want to hold you to it. But games that catch my eye, I like the Miami Dolphins over the Raiders, -3. I like the Carolina Panthers -3 against the Bengals.
Yeah, that seems like wrong. That's like my favorite game, Gabe. But I almost like need to take a step back. Like, what am I missing? Am I missing something, or is people just so dumb? The Bengals look awesome on prime time, and all of a sudden that's like a game. To me, the Bengals strike as a team that's like I don't know, be loving the smell of themselves being 2-0. Just get punked here. But that spread makes me like scared. It's almost like weirder. I'd be more confident if the spread was like 5.5 or 6. But I see that 3 and I'm like, am I being fucking tricked? But I'm like you. First glance, like that's a must play. That's a must play.
What about the Thursday night fucking shit show between the Browns and the Jets?
Man. What a weird game. And the Jet like
it's
I don't know.
almost good. It's like Three's Company. It's so bad it's good, right? It's one of those deals.
Yeah, and then you almost look at it, Gabe, like the Jets, like I don't know, getting a field goal, like that's got to be some value. Like, how can the Browns be favored against anybody? Like to say on a neutral site game. This is a game I kind of am hoping I'll stay away from, but I'm a degenerate, so I can't.
I'm gonna fall for the trap.
I think people are gonna like bet the Browns, thinking like it's time, and I think there's just gonna be a lot of disappointed people.
No, but the last time the Browns won a game was on a Thursday night.
No, it wasn't. It was against the Chargers.
Oh, that's right. The last Sunday, right?
It wasn't on a Sunday. It was on like a Saturday because Sunday was like Christmas Day or something. So the whole league played on like Saturday that day.
Saturday?
Yeah, I don't know if you remember that. It was like 2 years ago. It wasn't a Thursday.
Yeah, I remember. They beat not to go undefeated. It was like their only game.
Yeah, they beat the Chargers. Funny enough.
Buffalo Bill moment.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve on a Saturday. Okay, same thing. Fuck. So they don't win on Sundays. Fuck. The same bullshit.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to sit here and say bet on the Browns, but I like them. They're talented. There's a lot of talent there. But they just do the craziest things. Like again, like they lose games like the way a guy, hitting on blackjack when he's got like 19 like loses. Like who does that?
Yeah, like me. That's me.
There it is.
Like this pinball fucking hates me.
Give me the Jets.
All right. What are people in the chat saying here about this game? Who you guys taking? The Jets. Your Kitchener Ranger Ray says he's taking the Jets. MVP Sports. What are you doing, MVP?
Like Gabe, the thing is, the Browns without a win, they've shown really well. I mean, they played Pittsburgh, who's a very public and popular team. Or what have you. So we're probably very closely watching that game. So there's a lot of love for the Browns going into this game. Like a lot of love. Like I bet you the public's probably even back in the Browns. And as of what I'm seeing right now, they're getting 70%.
The Browns have played good football this year. They just don't know how to win games. So we'll see if they can close this shit out. Maybe Darnold, though, will be one of these deals where he's better on the road because he feels the pressure at home, too.
Yeah, Darnold's another one. Like, I don't know. The Lions could just be a dumpster fire. Like, who knows like, Darnold's another, it's just, I mean, you saw the stats. Like, underdogs ran Sunday. Everyone clearly just overreacted to what they saw week 1, and the books take advantage of it. I mean, that's got to be the tried and true betting strategy in the game. Week 2 NFL, bet every single underdog because every favorite is overvalued to some extent. And yes, Arizona and
I took the Colts. It worked in that game.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Got that. But what do you think? We won't hit every game, but you got the Steelers and the Bucks. That's interesting on Monday Night Football. And you got the Patriots and the Lions Sunday night football, the Matt Patricia fucking ball. That's just annoying. I don't even want to watch that shit. I don't like Matt Patricia, and I hate the Patriots. Fuck.
Gabe, from one fact, because I myself am let's cut to the point. I myself am a bit of a fat slob. I can say this: Matt Patricia is so fucking unacceptable to be like that and to look like that on the sidelines, to act and look like a fucking slob. I don't know how the Lions allow that. People can make Bill Belichick points. Belichick didn't look like a slob till he had like 2 Super Bowl rings. Once you have like multiple,
Belichick used to, it's funny you say that. In the old days, if you look at Belichick in the first Super Bowl and stuff, you're right. He used to wear the official gear and he'd be all like
fucking cut up and be clean.
If I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. But you cannot. I don't know, man. I don't know how he got a job looking like that, or at least under the guise that he could stay looking like that. I don't know, Gabe, in college, and you see like Saban playing his old guys, getting all those points.
All right, hold on. We got our boy Andy wants to say hello. Say hello to everyone here. The host, great host here.
Oh, man.
Hope these guys are having fun. We're having a little bit of fire going on. You guys are jamming hard. Sound good. I don't know what to say, but 18-10 Cleveland over fucking Jets.
18-10. He's a Browns fan, actually.
I am.
There it is. I like that.
I like that final score, actually, too.
Yeah. I can buy into that for sure.
18-10.
24-13 Jets.
Why not? Like you said, none of us can come up with anything for this fucking game. He said it started at 18-0. Last night, he's like, the Browns are going to win 18-0. He likes the number 18. Then he's like 18-3. And then he came back out like 10 minutes later. He goes, all right. 18-10. 18-10.
In the zone. 1 touchdown, 1 field goal, 6 by Cleveland.
I feel like I feel like this is a cross between like the Trailer Park Boys and Fubar.
He's got wood thrown on.
We're gonna give her over there.
I seen the Browns when they weren't even there. I seen the Browns when they weren't even there. Art Modell. I still got an issue with that, but anyway, that's past times.
Oh, that's a goal.
Gotta love the fucking Kitchener Rage, man. Every night the show's different. Gotta like it. Okay, so let's get to all right. So Bucks. Now you got Antonio Brown says fucking trade me. They got all kinds of controversy. And now they roll in. They get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Steelers, and Buccaneers on Monday Night Football, Jeff. Who would have thought that Ryan Fitzpatrick could be lighting up like this? And hard not to like the over in this game.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to like the over in any Steeler game. Gun to my head, I don't really like the game yet, but I would take Tampa. I mean it. I mean, Pittsburgh is I don't know. Even coming the year, I mentioned them as I thought they were really overrated. Did I think they'd struggle like this? No, but I think Tampa's gonna catch them.
Antonio wasn't there today, or I don't know. I think he was in a facility today. I heard yesterday he didn't show up. Today he showed up at least. He said he had a personal issue. I think his personal issue is fucking he doesn't like anybody. That's his personal issue.
Yeah, there's some reports out there, Gabe. I don't want to give them as much validity because they're coming from Mike Freeman, who's not bad, but Bleacher Report's sort of a clusterfuck, and they're reporting that around the league, there's a league-wide perception that Tomlin has lost total control, and quoted in the article is it's a circus in Pittsburgh right now.
I don't think, it obviously is. It's just, you got offensive linemen talking. Yeah. Antonio Brown's doing his own thing. Le'Veon Bell's out partying, and he's mocking them now. And it's a shit show. Tomlin's a player's coach, but he was too much of a player's coach. He let it get out of control a little bit.
Yeah, and you're right. And you sort of break it down and you look deeper. Tomlin was a player's coach, but they were great coordinators. Like Todd Haley was a great, no business coordinator. Dick
also,
LeBeau.
you know what it is, Jeff? Also, normally the quarterback. Like, would this happen with Drew Brees? No. Drew Brees would hold a team meeting and say, listen, everyone's got to shut the fuck up. Stop talking to the media.
I
Like,
think Philip would do the same. I don't think
Brady, Phillip Rivers, whatever, like big time quarterbacks.
Yeah, Ben just goes home. The
Thing
check
is, Ben
cash.
Roethlisberger,
Yeah, he's
not
good.
really- he's not really liked by his teammates. Like, he's really good, but he can't tell them what to do, really. Like, you know what I mean? When Ben talked about Le'Veon Bell, you know, they were just rolling their eyes and stuff. It's like, dude, you're rolling in the bathroom stalls. What are you doing with Stormy Daniels and Trump in the hallway? Right? Like, you know, he doesn't have the credibility to fucking say, hey, stop talking, stop doing this. He's done so much shit himself, and he's always sort of been away from all of them and above them all, that he's not really the leader. It's kind of weird. He should be, but he's not really the leader of the team. They don't really have a leader, if you notice. And it's pretty evident right now.
And I would say this. I don't know whether this is just an easy factoid to sort of, because things aren't going well, to say, look at this and pick on it. But apparently since that really ugly Ryan Shazier injury a year ago, Gabe, they're like they've covered the spread once since that injury.
Good point.
For what it's worth. It really, I think, has had an effect last year and has a lingering effect, maybe, what seems to have happened there. I don't know.
I can't disagree. It's a very good point. They're losing such a great defensive player. All the talk about the offense with the Pittsburgh Steelers and Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, this and all that other stuff and the distractions. The fact of the matter is their defense has been terrible. And it goes back to the playoffs, even when Jacksonville went up and down the field on them. It's been a constant concern. And, you know, they don't have any leadership on the team. It's unraveling. They know Le'Veon Bell's not going to be there. And they haven't really drafted all that great for the future either. Mason Rudolph's not a future star quarterback, at least in my opinion. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, so let's get into this FedEx Cup fucking thing, where I guess somebody told me today that basically if you're in the top 5 and you win, you're going to win, right? I mean, this is the problem with this.
Great field on a fantastic, very historic golf course. It's a prestigious event, regardless of that super grand prize of the FedEx Cup. So for me, the FedEx Cup's a clusterfuck. I'm sort of here just more focused on this 30-man tournament. And what's funny is on like a lot of the books, especially the street books, Gabe, they have to make they have to clarify that like you're not betting on who's winning the FedEx Cup. You're betting on this tournament, which to your point goes to the confusion in the general public non-golf fan. People just think that they're betting on who's going to win the FedEx Cup. As you saw last year, there can be a different winner of this event and the FedEx Cup, which is something they're going to try to change for next year. But that being said, we got 30 guys. I would say 25 of them probably got a realistic, fair chance to win this fucking thing. So I'm excited. I am.
Who do you got, Ray, this week? Who are you taking?
Tony Finau, Bryson DeChambeau, Justin Rose are my 3. Those are the 3 that I'm putting $100 each on.
All right. You know what? We talked about Finau earlier today. He never wins, but he's lingering. He's right around there.
It's actually amazing.
Rose in first place. He's rolling. And I think Justin Rose, the problem with Justin Rose, and I think, you know, I got Rose to win it, but he's only 8-1. Kind of sucks in a 30 player fucking field where everyone's good. I was hoping to get more than 8-1 with Justin Rose, Jeff.
Yeah, I can't argue that.
You know what sucks? Like you said, they don't have odds. They don't have odds for just who's going to win. Like I want to bet like who's going to win the FedEx Cup, not who's going to win the fucking tournament.
You could have done that throughout the year. Throughout the year, that's available, but I guess by now they take that down. Okay, so I'll start. I don't know where to start here. For starters, it is amazing that Tony Finau, who hasn't won once all year, can win this tournament and win the FedEx Cup. I love Finau. Anyone that's watched us talk weekly knows that I'm a big fan. That being said, I can only, in many ways, just say I can't bet him to win. I'm sorry. I can't. And maybe he will, but I can't. For me, my bigger bets come. If I can make one bet, I got it at 20. He's down to 18. it's Bryson DeChambeau. We've seen historically guys get really fucking hot.
Pretty good odds.
The Dodgers just made an insane error, man. Fuck.
I like DeChambeau at 18
What?
to
Nothing.
1.
Dodgers still.
No, they just tied. Colorado just tied it. A ground ball to third. Oh God, an embarrassing error. I like DeChambeau. If I could make one bet, it would be Bryson. Also very hot.
Playing as well as he has, pretty good odds at 18 to 1, to be honest.
Yeah, and what have we seen in the past, Gabe? Guys just get fucking hot and they win this FedEx Cup thing. Whether it was Billy Horschel a couple years ago, or guys just like can run the heater. So I really do like Bryson. He's statistically as good as all those guys right now in that 8, 10, 12 to 1 range. And I can't get over it. His play has just been so consistent and solid. I think the week off will do this man wonders. Do I wish it was like 14, 15 to 1? Sure. But Tiger Woods, I'm expecting to be right where he's been in big events all year. And that's fucking on the doorstep. And I think this time we can cash in. So Tiger and Bryson are my favorite picks this week.
I won't bet on Tiger because I want him to win. So he's the one guy that if he wins, I'm willing to sacrifice the bets to get the Tiger win. But if I bet him, he won't win. So I'm not going to do Tiger the injustice of betting him.
Cam picks Molinari. Not a bad one and done, I think, Molinari. He's had a great year.
Sneaky course. Yeah, the course suits a lot of what Molinari does really well. I don't know why. I would sort of maybe in that range be a bit more of a sucker for Fleetwood, who in that BMW a couple weeks ago that Keegan won, he shot 2 rounds of 62. And this is a course that really, in my opinion, suits everything Tommy does well. He's yet to win in North America. This would be a great place to get that maiden voyage. I don't know why I'm a sucker for Tommy, but yeah, Molinari makes a lot of sense there.
Pretty good odds for Tommy Fleetwood as well. All right, so give us in closing on this. So you're one and done, DeChambeau, right?
Yeah, it would be. It would be Bryson. I'm just so. I mean, listen, we did a lot of shows. I've been proclaiming the summer of Bryson for the summer, and I don't see any better way than to cap off the summer of Bryson and him taking this thing down and the FedEx Cup. And I know it's a laughable comment maybe, but I'll say this, Gabe. I don't think there's a player on tour that I am more shocked didn't win this year. People would say Jordan Spieth. For me, it's Ricky Fowler. Based on how statistically elite he was last year, he got that win at the Honda last year. I thought there was no way he wasn't going to have a great year. Maybe people would say Finau shocked them to not win. I am so shocked Fowler didn't win. He came back from that oblique injury at the BMW, shot 3 rounds, 65, 65, 65. I'm not betting it, but it would be good for my brand if Ricky could find a way to get a W this year.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is Ricky was like one of the top 5 favorites almost every week this year. Murkowski, what up, Joe Murkowski? Joe Murkowski's asking about Paul Casey as a one and done, and I don't think it's a bad play. Casey's going to be right there in the mix this week.
Yeah, Casey, listen, I think Paul Casey, Cantley are very sneaky picks from a betting perspective because statistically, and if a lot of the math guys I know who, run these models, these guys project very well statistically. They're lesser known entities than I guess a lot of the guys ahead. Wouldn't shock me to see them play well.
I like what Lisa says. Lisa's a big Sooner girl, and she says Ricky Fowler, maybe if he stopped wearing orange, he would actually win. So, I'm sure there's some of these guys that are good guys, and, it'd be cool. Thing is, it's all the top players. Someone's going to win $10 million this week. I don't really have any stake in it, and I can't get happy. We'll see who wins. But, like, DeChambeau's an asshole, right? So, good for you. You win $10 million. Or I'm not buying this Tiger thing. I think Tiger's an asshole. I know Tiger's an asshole. And just because, he's trying to come back, everyone loves him and shit. Like, every story I read about Tiger Woods is just about what a big dick he is, to be honest. But I'm not going to lie. I do like the Ryder Cup because that means something. You know, there's competition between these two, and the crowd, the golfers themselves. It's fucking
Yeah.
intense.
And Gabe, I would say
it's just about winning and being the best.
And Gabe, I would say what was a pick'em, but really, I would say up until past the U.S. Open, it really flirted at a pick'em. But since the U.S. Open, the emergence of Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, and I will say Tiger Woods, when you look at the second half of the PGA Tour season he's had, how amazing he's been, has really swung the odds here to U.S. being big road favorites. And obviously there's a love affair with Fina, who everyone thinks is great, got the final spot, yada yada yada. But between the dominance of Brooks, Bryson, and the general consensus that Tiger, you know, obviously he'll never be what he was, but how amazing he has looked at so many of those huge events.
I think we're getting value with Europe because of the hype.
That's where I was going. At this point, I don't know. I think by the time
Europe, you're right. Normally, you know, in the past few years, I've just taken Europe all the time, especially when it's in Europe. But you're right. This year is different. It's like American golf is back. You look at the majors won by Americans and American players. All these stories you mentioned. Justin Thomas plays good golf. You got Tiger Woods back in the mix. DeChambeau's kicking ass. You know, you go down the list. You know, Dustin Johnson. You got all these. You know, Koepka. You got all these great players, but there's something about the Europeans, man, especially when they're underdogs. They're lurking, playing in France. All those guys have played that course in France much more than the Americans have.
Alex Noren won there this year. Yeah, listen, if you put a gun to my head, even money, I'd probably pick America.
I think Europe plus the money.
Gabe,
I'm an outsider, but I'm going to take Europe plus the money.
I would wait. I would sit on it because I think by the time this fucking thing goes off, U.S. could be flirting with minus 200.
Yeah, good.
I really do.
The Americans will choke under the pressure.
I don't think so.
It's tough. You stare at that roster, at that lineup. It's tough. But again, from a betting perspective, I am starting to lean. Like if I had to bet it, I would take what I think will be flirting with plus 160, maybe even plus 170 by the time they tee off.
You're a homer.
Paris.
You're a homer. It's because you love all these American golfers.
No, me. I told you. I think I like the.
Of course, you like them. They're all your favorite golfers.
But didn't I just tell you? I think I would bet.
Tiger Woods.
I agree with you. But I agree with you. I think I would bet Europe at this number. I kind of am mad I didn't get on the pick'em. But now that the line is completely swung, and if I can get plus 150, plus 160, plus 170 on Europe, I think I would be tempted to make that play. Absolutely. So I'm
trying to look at like just history, like in Europe, as opposed to like what the record is and stuff. We'll have time to get into that.
Last time they were in Europe absolutely rolled them, I want to say. And the time before that was Celtic Manor. And that was like just right after Tiger's like fire hydrant incident. And Europe won that one.
Let me ask you, because you are such a big DJ guy here, and I see that Bovada, the Ryder Cup has produced a slew of prop bets as usual, but here's one that you wouldn't expect to see coming. Will Paulina Gretzky go to the Ryder Cup? Amid growing questions about a relationship with fiance. How long have they been fucking engaged? Like 20 years?
5.
It's fucking Hey, Paulina, she's never marrying you. Fuck. Team USA's top-ranked player Dustin Johnson, oddsmaker Bovada, has issued a wager surrounding golf's most famous WAG. What does WAG stand for, anyways?
Wives and girlfriends.
Oh, wife. Thank you. WAG. And attending a biennial event, and golf, no, is a solid favorite. Wow. No, that she doesn't show up is minus 270, plus 180 that she shows up.
Yeah, I'm saying no.
I would say no.
She's deleted him from
her. I would say no.
Gretzky. I heard Gretzky's pissed.
Yeah, of course Gretzky's pissed. He stood by this guy. The fucking guy did cocaine and embarrassed his daughter. Real class act, Dustin Johnson, Jeff.
Yeah, it's not a good one. This is bad. I'm not happy about this. I'm not like a celebrity. I don't give a fuck about like celebrity couples, whatever. But this was a couple being how much I like Dustin and being Paulina being a Gretzky. This was a couple. I know I was like a fan of the couple, but this was a couple that I don't know. I was rooting for and I enjoyed. It, yeah.
Yeah. I brought a little something for Gabe because I figured he could probably use it more than I can.
Yeah.
So seeing as he was in Kitchener, I figured I'd hook him up with my old Michigan jersey.
Very, very nice of you. What is this? Old school Ray Jackson? 2023.
Like your lingerie.
I appreciate it, Ray.
All right.
Get that up on the wall.
Nice gesture, brother.
Very nice of him.
Just trying to keep the fire going here.
So one thing I want to
Don't want
bring
you
up
guys
too
to burn out.
is, I'm never going to get into people's business in what women look like, who they're with, right? You love who you love, and I'm not judging anybody for anything, but I'm just saying it's kind of bizarre that Dustin Johnson's with Paulina Gretzky and the chick that he allegedly whatever with, when she's just some sort of golf groupie that's been around forever, and she's like 40 years old.
Yeah, if you got to cheat on Paulina,
and she's a golf.
Way hotter.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense, Jeff. Like, but men don't make sense, right? I mean, men, doesn't matter who they're with. Look, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce, right? So it doesn't matter, but this one's just a bizarre one. Like when I saw the picture of the chick, I'm like, why would you do this? Like, I don't understand it. Like, she's like a typical, I don't know. It's a strange move by Dustin, but who knows?
Yeah, you can't fathom still being thirsty when you're married to Paulina. Like that just shouldn't. Yeah, I don't know. You think your thirst is quenched?
I would.
He's on yachts and boats.
I would take the plus 180 that she shows up.
I highly doubt she does.
Maybe she shows up to like to bad vibe him.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's in Paris spending his money. Maybe,
or she shows up with another golfer. Really,
Gabe, I mean, you're a fan of these, right?
Gabe, cheering for Europe.
You're a fan. I mean, you said it. You golf, a lot of bullshit, but you've mentioned many times that you get into the Ryder Cup. You're into it. That being said, so you've seen it. The wives, the girlfriends, it's like a big thing. The TV's all over these girls. The women, like it's a big part of the whole presentation, whether it's like, loser internet golf fans who like looking at them. It's freaking part of it, so they're around all week. They're walking with their guys all week. You see them in the carts with the captains all week. There's no like being there and hiding. Like if you're there, she's in it. Like she's in it. Like you're in the team rooms and shit. I don't know. I don't see her being there.
I'll admit, I think it looked great on her Instagram, but I still don't think she's going to show up.
No, she's not going to show up. Like I said, she'll probably start dating another golfer down the road, but not this quickly, probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeff Feinberg with us. Great stuff, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks, Gabe. Hopefully,
we didn't get to that's on your mind here.
No.
Unfortunately, it's hockey season. Are you ready?
Yeah, I tweeted it. That was kind of annoying. The networks, really hit you over the head. Listen, I'll say this. I don't know. They take like 7 months to let over half the league into the playoffs. That's annoying. But the NHL playoffs are the fucking best. So, yeah, that's what I gotta say.
Jeff Feinberg, always a pleasure, Jeff. And
thanks, Gabe.
I don't know where I'll be next, but maybe back in New York. I think I might get back Wednesday morning. I might be traveling Tuesday. I don't know. We'll speak to you over the week.
Okay. Later, Gabe. All the best. Later, Ray.
See you, Jeff. Nice meeting you, buddy.
There's Jeff Feinberg with us. Sounds like his computer's starting to cut out. And Michael Jordan actually just did something for the first time ever. Donated $2 million
to the hurricane.
Oh, I froze.
I saw he started a charity for the hurricane.
As I'm sneezing, I froze too. All right, thanks to Jeff Feinberg for joining us on the show. Good stuff with Feinberg. Get a little cold out here.
In the heat of the rain, with whips and chains.
Still at it.
11 million.
He's rocking it right now. He's going crazy. Oh, again.
That's it.
Holy fuck, here we go. Gets the shot.
Still firing.
He gets to fire the shot. Oh! Now it's multi-ball. Here they come. Watch them come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what I was telling you about before, Gabe. Oh, another one just shot out. Holy cow, this guy is killing this thing right now. Wow.
Yes.
Another. Oh, I thought that was another shot. Oh, well done, man.
17 million.
Fucking crazy. That's insane. 19.7. 19 million. That's insane, man. Good for you.
I say pretty impressive.
You can fit up the show with the live bird. 19 million, I thought that.
$19 million.
19 million. Second place was 5 million. That's just to give you an example.
I got 10 million once today, but other than that, I've generally sucked.
It's hard.
Yeah, we get around. Strip club VIP rooms, New York City. Game rooms, Kitchener. I noticed the thumbs up are a little light here, though, guys. Had a lot of viewers here tonight. Only 25 thumbs up. Come on. That's what happens. We don't ask for thumbs up, and then no one gives thumbs up. We shouldn't have to ask. Just give the fucking thumbs up for Sportsbook Review. So Thursday night football, Browns and Jets, kind of a train wreck.
Jets money line.
We'll start to get more serious about a football tomorrow night. Games that catch my eye right now, Carolina Panthers to beat the Bengals -3. Miami Dolphins -3 against the Raiders. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers probably win. Suddenly, everyone's on Tampa. No one believed in Tampa. Now, Tampa, it's only -1 and shit. Pittsburgh probably beat them. There's some totals you got to like this week as well. You know what I realized is Kansas City, as good as they've been, Kansas City, haven't played it at home yet. You know, both road games. They won against the Chargers, then they went on the road, and they won last week in Pittsburgh. Now they go back home. A lot of pressure going back home. You know, you win on the road, you go back home, you lose. You saw the Jets do that. Yeah, thanks, Larry. I know. Larry sees the future. He knows everything.
Who's Larry? He's a fucking Larry.
Were you saying you're starting a website or something, Larry, with all your picks? Larry.com? Larry knows. Everyone knows. I assume everyone in this chat is fucking rich. I've never seen a chat where everyone's like, oh, this team's going to win. This team, that team. Oh, yeah, this, oh, no. Swear to God, you almost fucking make like $80,000 a week betting. Like, I do a lot of shows and shit, but this chat room is the worst for that. This chat's like this. Only the SBR chat where like everyone's a fucking expert. That I know for sure. You're crazy. I know you're gonna win.
You have to buy a big car to get a safe car. If your car has a super strong superstructure or it's
Gino is poor. Aren't we all, Gino? I let Gino admit, so I'm poor. I never pick winners.
Where's Gino from?
What's up, Gino?
These guys were picking over 80%. They'd be selling picks.
Bobbert wins 80% of the time, 30% of the time. That's actually mine. That's good, actually.
That is a good one.
King Ganja admits he's here because he's a terrible gambler. See, I like your honesty. Bobbert's right. I like that. It's true. It's like me. I win 100% of my bets like every fucking 12 days. Yeah. It's true, though. Like, you guys see it all the time. Like, oh, look, Morency went 14-0 last night. It's like, yeah, but he went fucking 3-4 for fucking 7 nights in a row before that. What's up, Henry? Jay Patel, Lisa. We're here for you, Lisa. We're here for you.
Let's roll a sports reach.
Yeah, King Ganja, 100% of my tickets. It's like Floyd Mayweather. He wins every bet he's ever made on Twitter.
On Twitter, yeah.
We're running low on with papers here.
250 grand. Cowboys second half once a year.
Lisa's the big Steeler fan. I actually think the Steelers, they're probably going to win. Like I said, everyone jumps on Tampa Bay right now. Everybody jumps on Tampa Bay right now. Tampa's a trendy team. Everybody's fucking, oh, Pittsburgh this, Pittsburgh that.
Don't show up for that one. Prime time.
Yeah, I don't know if you talking to them can help. Yeah, have a word with the Steelers. No, it has nothing to do with the unit size, Jazz. It's just sort of streakiness. It's just sort of streakiness. Has nothing to do with not unit size. Whatever. If you bet, you bet big on one game, you're probably gonna end up losing that fucking game. But the Detroit Lions, whatever. The Buffalo Bills and the Detroit Lions are the same. They're shit. Like whatever. The Lions. There's certain franchises in sports, not just the NFL. It's every team. Every league has these teams. Like we talked about the Chargers earlier. The Chargers will always be the same. Right? The Chargers will always be the same. The Chargers will always be pretty good. They'll always be overly hyped, and they'll always fall short. Right? The Detroit Lions will just always be mediocre. The Buffalo Bills will just sort of be shit. Like you go down the list. The Cleveland Browns, I've talked about this. People think, salary cap's this and all this other stuff. The Cleveland Browns were shit before the salary cap. They're shit with the salary cap. Right? The Detroit Lions were terrible before there was a salary cap. They're mediocre with a salary cap. Like, salary caps help teams. They don't change shit. If you have a shitty general manager and you don't draft properly, it doesn't matter what sport you're in. There's certain teams. It doesn't matter.
Stafford just covers spreads. He just covers spreads. He doesn't win games.
Well, the Dallas Cowboys really aren't overrated, King Ganja. The Dallas Cowboys haven't won. The Dallas Cowboys are like the Montreal Canadiens. Like they used to be something, right? Now they're just a brand. And I'd say the Cowboys are more, they're actually more successful in comparison to what they're more successful in comparison to what the Canadians have been doing right now. But they're very similar in the sense that, the Cowboys won in the early 90s. The Habs won in the early 90s. They haven't won since. It is pretty crazy, though, that, yes, the Detroit Lions, if you think about it, there's been 52 fucking Super Bowls, right? Or what, 53 now, whatever it is? And the Lions have never even made a Super Bowl. It's pretty but you can't say the Detroit Lions are overrated. Nobody thinks they're good. The Lions were pretty good the last couple of years. They were 9-7 and shit like that. 10-6. That's like their peak. Like every team in the NFL are who they are, man. Look at the Minnesota Vikings. How many fucking years in a row can the Vikings, I don't give a shit. I've fallen for it, too. I fell for it last year. I've fallen for it many times. Like, how many years in a row can the Vikings win 13 fucking games and choke in the playoffs? That's who they are. That's what they do. You look, Miami haven't been good since the early 70s. They had like a little brief run with Dan Marino, but they've never been good. The Miami Dolphins have always just been 8-8, 9-7. They're just an average, mediocre franchise. They've always been that way. The New England Patriots are weird. They used to be shit, the Patriots. Like all these new jackass fucking Patriot fans that run their mouth and shit. They weren't around when the Patriots were shit. And they were shit. I'm a Bills fan. Like I remember the Patriots being irrelevant in the division. They weren't good till they got Drew Bledsoe.
Bill Parcells.
Like they were nothing. The Jets were always shit. Like in my day, the Bills and the Dolphins were the team. Jim Kelly versus Dan Marino, that was a big era. The Dolphins and the Bills were the only two good teams in that division. The Jets have been a dumpster fire since they won the Super Bowl in fucking 69. The Cincinnati Bengals are the fucking Bengals. Every fucking year is the same shit with this team. They always have a bunch of dudes that are dirty. They get suspended. They win 10 games. They lose in the playoffs. Baltimore are a pretty consistent, good franchise. Cleveland are just a shit show. They have been forever. Pittsburgh Steelers are a pretty good franchise. Jacksonville have been a shit show for the most of their existence, but they're actually good now. Tennessee's just an irrelevant, meaningless fucking team. The Indianapolis Colts are just sort of a middling franchise. Houston are fucking an overhyped piece of shit dumpster fire that never do anything. Kansas City are an established good franchise. Denver an established good franchise. The Chargers are a fucking shit show, overrated team that leaves cities and no one gives a shit, either city. The Raiders are the fucking Raiders. The Raiders have never changed. The Raiders have been moving fucking cities and fucking fans over for fucking 30 years, man. You see where I'm going with this? Nothing really changes in the NFL.
Who they are.
Exactly, King Ganja. Tennessee are always a year or two away. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah, thank you, Ryan Gosling. Exactly. Didn't we meet Ryan? I met you, Ryan Gosling, too. I meet a lot of people, so I'm tired recently. Didn't I meet you, Ryan Gosling, somewhere? Where did we meet, fuck? Was it in Vegas? You're from Montreal, right? Yeah, you were at the IFBC in Vegas from Montreal, right? Yeah, you're from Montreal. That's right. Good to see you. My apologies. I used to be better at remembering people, like just names and shit, but it's been a whirlwind for me, man. I've been in a different town, fucking, every night. I'm meeting a lot of people and shit. Well, I knew I met you somewhere. I just didn't remember what city. Yeah, like Kansas City have always been the same. Kansas City win 12 games every year. They never won a Super Bowl since like fucking 1971 or whatever. Like history repeats itself all the time.
That's the same thing Andy Reid did in Philadelphia.
Will the NFL ever end up in Toronto? Yes. There'll be a team in Toronto.
By what year?
Especially, I don't know, by like, what year is it now? 2018? So there'll be a team in Toronto by like 2022 or something.
I was going to say 2025.
I don't know. Look, they're collective bargaining agreements in 2021. So maybe at 2024, 2025, 2030. Eventually, the NFL will be in Toronto. Also, it depends politically. Like if Doug Ford wins, and Doug Ford won, but if Doug Ford is a success, and Doug Ford is the premier of Ontario for a long time, then he'll push for NFL football. He wants NFL football.
Right. Dougie.
Yeah, exactly, Larry. Once in a while, every new team will win. But that's out of 32. That's out of 32 teams, right? So, yeah, every once in a while, a team will pop up, and then disappear again. Yeah, Len Dawson having a smoke. Who was the Hank Stram was the coach? Hank Stram. The only thing that drives me crazy about this place is that it's constant with the music. Fuck. Like you go into one room, it's AC/DC pinball. You go into another room, they got Dio blasting, Deep Purple in the basement, fucking out on the patio. It's like they fucking crank it.
You've set the bar so ridiculously high, no matter what score I get.
Well, that's why I don't like to play because.
So what'd you get? 21 million?
22 is high. My high was 6.7 million.
22 million. Matt gave a little run. Matt got 17 million. 19 million.
He was in the middle.
Wow.
Bottom place top.
Was it skill or was it luck?
No, it was all skill.
Yeah, it was good skill.
Very
I
good
got
skill.
I got 37 million.
It's like-
That's my top.
Where's the ball now?
37 million.
So far. Yeah. You get a 44 easily last night.
You put
Oh,
up.
man, yeah.
What's your high score ever?
179.
179 million.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many cannon shots did you
How'd you get
A
that?
lot.
A lot.
I don't know, man. It
A
just kept
lot.
going and going. And I'm just,
5 balls, 5 balls, 5 balls.
179 million. Fuck.
Get somebody.
And legit,
No,
I tried and
I
got
just got off
6.7.
work and I came in. I was pissed off.
How long have you owned that machine for?
6 years.
6 years, huh? He's a ringer.
Yeah, that's why I don't. That's why I win all the time. I never get paid because I'm a ringer. It's like,
No one-
you
no-
guys
no
can
one's
go.
No one's going to pay you when they see you putting up 179 million.
Yeah. Like,
Well, that was lucky. I just got off work and I was mad.
You just put up 22 like it was nothing.
Well, that's that should be one ball.
Like
It should be up 66 or 69.
split.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what that is.
All right.
66 or 69 after one ball.
Oh, like if you go 22.
Yeah.
Like once you get it building.
Yeah, it'll build up.
It builds up, right?
yeah, exactly. Larry. Like the Patriots never were in Super Bowls before. That's what's crazy. The Patriots have been in 8
That's
Super
the thing,
Bowls,
you
but
gotta
they
go
only made
up.
their first Super Bowl like 1986.
I should have got more. I have the shot.
Like I said, most teams in the NFL, they're just the same all the time. Like their franchises as a whole, like they might have an exception or a year or two where it changes, but they'll always revert back to who they were.
Yeah.
Like if they got hit.
Some
Some
teams
of
get
them
lucky with
fucking-
one
yeah.
good draft pick that changes
It's
everything.
fucking, the switches.
Yeah, they'll have a
Yeah,
big
get 'em.
year.
Yeah.
All right, so what's this?
18-10 on the Browns.
Anything that's lit up and flash.
I'm saying
Washington State resides.
13.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh shit. That sucks.
Elton Brand is the new general manager, really?
Six
For the Philadelphia 76ers. Kind of weird.
But you know what? I think you're saying 18 because they scored 18 points against New Orleans last week. You got 18 in your head.
Is that what it is?
They did. 18
Just did
chances
being
of that,
sued
like
by an
six
Uber
points
driver.
Yeah, I might have to change my pick.
hitting your birthday. They,
An attorney for the I'm good. An attorney for the woman says that she is unimpressed by his continued lack of honesty. The Arizona Uber driver accused Winston of sexual assault. She's seeking more than she only wants $75,000. If you're Winston, just pay the chick. Fuck.
oh, later.
You grabbed her. Everyone knows you did it. Winston released like a statement saying he's sorry but not sorry, and of course,
I should have put the
God, blah blah blah, has blessed him, and blah blah blah. Dude, God's blessing you because he keeps letting you get away with fucking groping chicks all the time.
Oh, we gotta do this. Oh yeah, you gotta do shit. Ah, fuck.
I know, Hazer. What's up, Hazer? You're right.
Not for working. I'm a freight broker. So like trucks, freight broker.
So you sell loads.
I sell loads. You got it. My company's called All Loads.
Oh my God! Don't bend over here.
We take all loads. Every
your
way,
company,
every
is it?
kind. You got loads, we take.
Yeah, I
them
didn't
all
understand that Oakland Athletic line tonight where it was 140 only.
loads. Yeah.
I gotta load up fucking the Canadian account, Bet365 or something. I'm out here in the
A
woods.
lot of work, man.
I got,
stop all the time.
I got a bet in yesterday with Cam.
Worst is when loads don't clear at 12 o'clock at night with customs.
Oh yeah, so I wanted to talk about that FanDuel stuff. I saw you guys talking about earlier in the chat.
Yeah, sounds like pain.
So
Can be very lucrative at times.
the
It's
FanDuel,
also very fucking annoying at times, and especially since taken over the industry.
Guy in
I'm
FanDuel.
dealing with that more than I'm
I'm
dealing
gonna have to
with
look this
guys
shit
like
up here
you,
where I can
who
get
just
pay
give
safe for
you
the
I
kitchen.
got an
an
AZ
easy
license.
conclusion
man.
over
Where's the
the phone,
post
talking
office?
like two civilized human beings, not the way they
Kitchener
Your fucking buddy from McDonald's telling you that.
post office.
Oh,
I
it
got an AZ
doesn't go
license.
well.
That's what it's to me.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I put my foot down real quick.
Canada Post.
Like you're in the Hammer Lane.
250 King Street West.
Put it out.
Is that the closest post office to here on King Street?
I would imagine so. King Street.
Like, what, you got to mail or send?
King Street.
Nah, I gotta buy something that they only really fucking
the
sell at
post
the.
office for
Oh,
the-
yeah, no,
for the,
yeah.
account cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, King Street right there. King Street's right there, which is the downtown street.
Yeah, I know, but it's 2.6 kilometers, so it must be kind of further down there.
It is a little. It's a couple.
Hey, you
blocks.
got a limo driver?
It's a couple blocks.
Couple of blocks only.
15
I'm gonna
minute
say
walk,
5
2.6
blocks.
kilometers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
You just walked this
Yeah.
fast.
I walk.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to
I
go
know.
there in the morning. Get off for this
There's
shit.
Fucking
Ubers
Scotty
that'll
walks
take you there
really
for $4.
fast.
There's cabs
Fuck,
that'll
he's
take
a
you there
fast
for
walker.
$8, and you could
I
walk.
got
for free.
Yeah.
About 5 kilometers to do the
It was like I could keep
It
up.
takes,
You or him.
45.
Yeah, Drew. You know we need fucking we need goods. You're right. I went to a UPS store today in Kitchener. I saw there was I went to the UPS store. We got to go to a music store tomorrow too. The post office. We got a lot of shit to do.
Sherwood Music's right over there.
Our bassist hasn't changed his fucking strings in 30 years. How long has it been since you changed your strings?
25 years. Yeah.
25 years?
Changed them today.
Really?
No difference, yeah.
Oh, you put new ones on today?
New ones on today, yeah.
Yeah, they feel
I
different.
figured for the record.
Yo, it was nice watching.
Feel
you.
different.
Big difference. I used to have flat strings.
Did it sound better? Or did it feel better? Like
Oh, yeah.
You guys were rocking.
More ring to it.
You guys were rocking.
his bass, like he said, he literally didn't change the strings for like 25 years. It's like, I don't know, they're not breaking, so why not? Like they keep.
He and Drew
It ain't
played the bass so much.
It ain't broke, don't fix it.
It's a fucking pain in the ass, man. I'm gonna have to restring all these guitars and shit. Fuck. My guitar, I've
Are you
got
on
like,
air now, or-
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
yeah. I've got old.
He's walking on sunshine. Oh, walking on sunshine. Don't feel good.
What do you think? They're just sitting here talking to a computer. Fuck.
the computer.
I don't know what you're doing, Joe.
Watching the show
Fucking.
last night, I can't
Saturday
think of myself.
over
He
there.
thinks he's talking to him.
The guy's a shredder. Next thing you know, he's talking to himself. I don't know what about this guy,
Fuck,
man.
everybody's got a phone now, so everybody's talking. So
I got a
down the
phone.
road and everybody's talking. Blah, blah, blah. They're talking about
Everybody's
They got
got
the
a phone.
wireless earphones in their
That's the
ear.
best line ever. Everybody's
I
got a
might be the
phone
only
now.
one left in Canada that ain't got a phone.
Mr. Stubby says more cowbell. Yeah, our drummer is using a cowbell actually sometimes.
Yeah, he threw that in.
Sure, you gotta have a cowbell.
Yeah, he
Okay.
found it in the pile.
You don't use it all the time, but you throw it in every once in a while.
Give her a little knock, like a low rider.
It's a little
It's
cheesy.
good music, man.
Let's see your phone here.
Oh yeah, you want to see
Sharpie.
that?
Ray filmed a little bit. We'll give you a little dose.
They want the sneak peek, do they?
Oh, sneak peek of homicide.
This is highly sensitive material. This is classified information. got that other song.
I'll throw a potato on I'm not
Give them all the angles.
I ain't having
You got that other song too.
Oh, I'm stupid. I have fire sometimes.
Here's Gabe just jamming. Good stuff by Homicide. Good
As
stuff.
you can see,
Take up all my weight, babe.
we got a little dose of it there.
He goes down.
If you want to gamble, I tell you I'm your man. You win some, lose some.
It's all the same to me.
The pleasure is to play.
It makes no difference what you say.
I don't sure you agreed. The only card I need.
The ace of spades. The ace of spades. You know I'm going to lose because gambling is for fools. But that's the way I like it, baby. I don't want to live forever.
Double bundle gas and a bag of leaves. And put it
Don't
on
forget
fire.
the Joker.
Then we'll go back by the camp. We'll take an arrow, dip it in gas, light the end, put it in the crossbow, and shoot.
Oh, whatever, man.
Shoot at the bag of leaves. That's pretty cool.
Never thought of that.
Boom! Explodes, leaves on fire, go all over the place.
You know, I like the Motorhead song. It's a good gambling song. Down, 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 down. I'm a loser. I'm a loser.
That's pretty.
That's what they said when he said, "Now I got their woman in my bed."
You know the words better than I do.
I'm a loser.
I should grow a beard and get some. Grab a Ricky.
All right, so the FanDuel story is, all right, listen. What's up, Jade Reports? So FanDuel story is this. Guy goes into the FanDuel Sportsbook Sunday in New York, where we hang out all the time. And there's 1 minute left in the Bronco game. They still have live in-game betting up for the game. All right, so the Raiders are winning 19-17. There's a minute left. He goes up to the window. He bets $100. They hand him back a ticket that says he gets paid back $82,000. Now, the ticket taker should have noticed at the time that the ticket was not going to pay $82,000. You could play a 22-team fucking parlay and it ain't going to fucking pay $82,000. So it was obvious that a team down by 2 points with a minute left is not going to pay $82,000. So the guy wins, fucking. He goes back up to the window and he goes, "Look, I just won $82,000." And they said, no, you didn't win $82,000. It was a mistake. It was a glitch. That wasn't the real number. The real number was like plus 450. Right? So he said, listen, it was a mistake. And, we're not paying you $82,000. It was a glitch. And if you read the fine print on the ticket, it says if there's a glitch, we're subject to whatever review. And anyone knows this. If you've bet online and there's a bad number, you're gonna, they're gonna avoid it. They're gonna cancel it. So, buddy fucking bets the $100. He wants his $82,000. They tell him fucking no. They offer him $500. His $100 at plus 500 or whatever, and $600 or whatever back. So plus 500 they offered him essentially. And And they said, listen, we'll give you the plus 500. We'll give you $500 plus your 100 back, $600, and we'll give you luxury suite tickets, Skybox luxury suite tickets to 3 New York Giant football games. There's FanDuel Sportsbook's on the Giant fucking facility. So we'll give you 3 Giant luxury suite football games. And he says no. And then the guy at FanDuel told him, listen, fuck, we don't really have to give you anything. Fuck, we could just give you your $100 back. And he said, well, I'm getting a lawyer. That's where we're at today. He's getting the lawyer. And now FanDuel is getting this, this publicity, but it's bad publicity in the mainstream sense because, you don't want to be, if you're FanDuel, you don't want to be on the news. It's all over the local news in New York now. Oh, FanDuel has a big dispute going on. So you don't want that publicity out there, and you don't want people thinking you don't pay them. But anybody that gambles on sports knows that, number one, why would they pay you 8,200 to 1? What do you think? You're getting 8,200 to 1 odds. You put $100 and you get $82,000. What do you like? Really down 2 points? So it was obviously a mistake. And like I said earlier on the radio show today, like if you go to court and there's a jury and there's gamblers on the jury, like I don't like taking side with the man here in the sports book, but it's like, dude, no one in what world would you think that the odds you're going to get $82,000 back for this? Like, why would you think this? It was obviously a mistake. And honestly, in afterthought, the $500 in the Giants tickets was a pretty good deal. Those Giants tickets are worth fucking money. And I get his case. I get his point though. And he was $500. You don't want to take the 500 in the Giants tickets. You hang on to this. FanDuel is going to resolve this out of court. He's not getting $82,000.
They just call it digital error.
Yeah, they're not. It's like, I brought this up before. It's like if you go to an ATM, right?
It's digital
and the
error.
ATM spits out $82,000.
They're protected from digital error.
It's not your money. Like if an ATM spits out $82,000 and you're like, well, I only asked for 20 and it gave me fucking 82,000, you don't get to keep the 82,000. Like if you do, they're going to arrest you. They're going to say, no, you stole $82,000. Like you can't just get away with it because there was a glitch. Now it's happened before. Like guys, there was a guy that got $1 million check. It's kind of crazy story. He got like $1 million check, and it was actually for someone else in the same name. It was crazy. Like imagine like Greg McAleer. You're like, oh fuck, I got $1 million check here. It's in your name.
Yeah. Looking right on cash.
Yeah, and he put it in the bank and shit. And
looking right on cash.
They actually like hooked him up after. They were like, listen, fuck, this is kind of a weird deal. It was in your name, so we're gonna give you fucking 50,000 or something. You don't get to keep the $1 million, but you get, we're gonna give you 50K here. Like, so the FanDuel guy now, a good attorney will tell this guy, listen, we're not getting 82K. You're not getting $1 million for distress.
You're not going to get nothing.
Maybe we can get fucking 5K out of them. You know what I mean?
Which will pay his cost that he to go to court. It's
going to cost, you're going to pay the lawyer $3,000. Like, what are you going to get out of this? And then you're going to be blackballed from the book. Like, they're going to say, oh, by the way, since you sued us, fuck, you're never allowed coming out here again ever. Like, you're going to be barred.
They're protected from
you're going to be barred from the Meadowlands property for the rest of your life. For like, and like I said, it's true. Like we've talked about this. Like guys, I'm sure you're all gamblers in the chat. It's happened to all of us. I don't even bother, like most of the time. When people tell me, oh, Morency, look at this number that fucking the book has up and it's wrong. I don't even bet it because I know it's like, whatever, man. They're going to avoid it, fuck. And then they're just going to know you're trying to cheat them. And, I'll do it once in a while. I remember they fucked up during a Golden State Warrior in-game. We were on the air together. We all tried too, and they avoided it. Fuck, like 5 minutes later. If you guys remember, the Warriors were like 12-point favorites and shit, or in game, and it was a glitch. Oh, it was the total. That's what it was. Remember that night? The fucking Bet365 the total got posted at like 159.5 or something for a Golden State Warrior game, but the game already started. So like the in-game total was 227, 228, blah blah blah. But for some reason, it fucking went all crazy and it popped back up at like 172.5 or something. I remember we were on the air and it was like, this is a waste of time because they're going to avoid it. But all right. I remember I put 500 on it. And lo and behold, like fucking 8 minutes later, I had the alert. Fucking, it was popping up. Alert, alert. Your bet is void. Like, it's not good, your bet. Like, they warned, like, Bet365 don't fuck around with that shit. Anyone knows this.
They're protected from glitches.
Yeah, you're not getting $82,000, motherfucker. All right? You're not getting $82,000. Like, you don't deserve $82,000. Now, a lot of people will make the argument that, listen, they gave you the ticket for $82,000. They need to honor it. But that's not the way the world works. Like, read
Not in the digital.
Yeah, read the fine print on the back of the ticket, man. Buddy's not getting paid. But he was smart not to take the 500 because he'll get more. He'll get more
Publicity and 15 minutes of fame than he will money at the end of the day.
I'll be curious to see what he gets in the end. But the thing is, he won't be able to say. Like, he'll probably have to sign a non-disclosure agreement in the end when it's all said and done. Bookman, I stay with a favorite. Game was is -2 and 22. I told him, he said, if you want it, you got it. I bet heavy. He said he won Merry Christmas. That's good. A $500 offer for the 82K was low. Yeah. I agree.
5,000.
Listen, they basically offered him the 500 and the Giants tickets, right? So they were like, listen, we'll give him the what he was supposed to get, and we'll give him the Giants tickets. I wouldn't have taken it either. I'm not like that delusional where I'm like, oh no, he shouldn't get anything. And he should have accepted it just like that. But like I'm saying, like, he's not getting $82,000. Yeah. If you can get a couple of K out of them, you did a good job. You know, the average public, though, would be on his side. It's funny. We as gamblers were not on his side. It's funny. You figure the gamblers would be on his side. That's a good question, Ryan B. That's a fair question. No, they don't. But that's I've never liked that you made the bet in bad faith stuff. Because, like you said, when you lose, was that in bad faith? But we're all grown up, so we understand that's not the way the world works. The world's a cold place. That's why we've got the fire going out here.
Yeah. It's a cold world. Put your hood up.
Yeah, gamblers are like, FanDuel should have offered them anything. They really didn't. They basically said, here's Giants tickets and fuck off. Well, what were they going to do, Big Will? They can't just give him his $100 back. Yeah, $8,200. You're right. That's sort of fair. They're not going to do it, though. The thing is, guys, they don't have to do it. Right? Like, they don't have to do it. If they read the fine print, they don't have to do it. It was a computer glitch. Like I said, if the bank spits out money to you, it's not like, oh, I should get this because I got my hopes up. It's like tough shit.
We can prove it's a glitch. You didn't have the money in the first place.
Like game, I'm addicted.
Yeah.
Game.
Try to beat that 19,000 or 19 million.
I told a story today, too, that I know these bookie guys, all right? I used to know them well, and it was the UFC Saturday night, and they had like, it was like a stupid prelim fight. And one of the heavyweights was like minus fucking 550 type shit, except they had the wrong guy favored. I didn't bet it because I knew the guys, and I was like, they're going to know I'm just trying to screw them. So I didn't bet it. But I actually called. I told the guy, I said, listen, because the guy was a buddy of mine. I said to the guy, listen, you got the wrong number up, man. You got like the wrong guy is favored here. And they didn't care. Like, no one would get back to me and shit. So I was like, whatever. You guys want to get beat, get beat. So I finally got some guy called me back, and he goes, I see you. You know, what's going on? I missed your McCall or whatever. And I told him, I said, you got the wrong fucking number up at minus 550. I said, you have the wrong favorite. And I said, the guy is going to fucking kill the other guy. And, you know, you're going to get killed because you got the wrong number up, wrong guy's favorite. And he goes, yeah. He goes, thanks for the heads up. And he goes, you know what? He goes, I have a feeling the guy will lose anyways. He goes, I'm going to leave it up. And he goes, everyone's going to try to kill me, and they think they're going to beat me, and they're going to be the ones to lose. And lo and behold, he was right. Fuck. He told me after, he goes, oh, yeah, people loaded up big time on it, and they all lost. He was laughing his ass off. He was like, these fuckers tried to pull one over on me, and they all lost. He was laughing his ass off. Like,
Karma's a bitch.
yeah. It happened once in Quebec, too, a lot of Quebec once. A lot of Quebec fucked up with a Patriots-Jags game. And it was halftime. It was like 25-3. Everyone rushed to bet it, and they lost. Yeah, you know. Gambling, it's a random fucking bitch goddess. Fuck. That'll screw you over and break your heart. Speaking of which, we got a pinball tournament going, but I can't bet money with these guys. They're throwing up fucking 22 millions.
They just got 24.
Let's go $1 a mil. Let's go.
Okay, and they're pinball sharks here. They're pinball sharks. But yeah, let's check in on the pinball. We're going to wrap up the show in a couple of minutes here.
Crib board, there's a cribbage board around.
We've got a pool table downstairs.
Oh, yeah. Haven't played that yet.
Let's have it in a pool.
I like this, though. One of my boys in the chat, he's like, I see a lot of games going on, not a lot of rehearsing. So settle down.
You just slip for fives.
You can bring it down to part of the rehearsal.
It's I'll test.
No, we got some.
I liked what I saw.
Oh, fuck, I appreciate you sending
It wasn't what I was expecting. It was actually a lot better, man. I was like, wow, this is pretty fucking good.
Well, when
We've been together a long time. We're just fucking
getting back.
we had a productive day today.
Since we played together.
We're much further along today than where we were yesterday at this point. And then tomorrow, exponentially, will be a lot further along. And then into Thursday. And then Friday, it's whatever. There's nothing more we can do besides to do it. There's some work left to be done, though. Tomorrow's actually the big day.
2 more days in here.
Yeah, 2 more days.
We got started a little late today. Like I said, we'll get going earlier tomorrow.
Get up early tomorrow.
Double kick going.
Practice.
Although I'm going to have to go to the post office. I got to wake up early and do this shit.
Sign a contract.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to jam after again tonight. Seems like the late night jams never go well.
Unless we do,
We do talk.
something off the first album.
Everybody's tuned up now. I smoked about 20 joints.
No, I'm just going to go over the lyrics and shit. I'll just fucking have that Gretsch in the living room. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it becomes overkill when we repeat the same songs over and over.
Yeah. They'll have them freshen up.
And then, everyone starts, let me just fucking try this little fucking gadget because we've done it for the last 2 hours. And plus we're tired and shit.
Yeah, they'll get tired. Tryptophan and the turkey.
Yeah, plus we ate turkey tonight. Holy fuck. I got to tell you, though, that was a great turkey.
Thanksgiving dinner.
So good.
Yeah, it's all wrapped up now, but you guys should have seen the fucking dinner we had.
Super burgers.
Pie pretty soon.
It's like a Thanksgiving Pittsburgh brew. So this guy, wow. So the bank put $20,000 in your account. You didn't touch it for a month, and then they withdrew it a month later. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you would have blown it, you would have
owed it.
Yeah, you wouldn't have gone to jail. You could have just said, "Oh, well, you know, I thought, you know,
I thought one of my relatives left it.
a tax return, or I don't know. I thought, you know, I was past,
Back, and if you don't have it, you owe it.
But they would just tell you, oh, yeah, but yeah, you got to cut a check and pay us right now. Otherwise, we're taking you to court. Yeah, exactly. Like, you'd have a problem.
100%.
You'd have a problem. I'll be back in New York next week. Yeah, that tryptophan shit, man.
More wine?
Plus, we did tryptophan, turkey, and then the weed, fuck. Plus the lack of sleep.
Trifecta.
I'm just hoping these guys don't have a pinball tournament at 4 a.m. again tonight. It's not going to happen because Buddy has to work in the morning.
Yeah.
fuck, it was loud last night. Like the entire house was shaking.
So he
Like
just
he
lets
had the
you-
pinball as loud.
So he's not in the band. He just lets you guys come here to do this.
Yeah. He plays in the band Iron Fist.
He plays in another band.
Oh, okay.
He's a great host. It's a great place.
Man. You guys got a full setup down there. It's crazy.
It's beautiful.
What's up, Javier Castro?
Nice room.
When I got here, I knocked on the front door. You guys were going downstairs.
I think Sonny and Taylor are going to pass by tomorrow night.
Ridiculous, but it was loud. Like you can hear it outside. I'm telling you that right now.
Oh, you can.
So I walked. Oh, you can. As soon as I parked across the street. As soon as I got out of the car, and I didn't because it was dark. So the GPS told me I was there, and I got out of the car and I could hear it. So I was like, well, I guess that's the place. So I went up, knocked on the front door, and I just heard the music. I was like, there's no fucking way anyone is going to hear this. So I walked around to the back, and Buddy was out here by the fire. But soundproof, I don't know about soundproof. You can hear it. It's muffled, but it's definitely not.
Well, we're also extremely loud.
Oh, yeah. You can hear it from as soon as you got out of the car.
And it's probably a good idea if we don't jam at 2 a.m. here tonight.
Oh, I would not suggest it.
We did last night.
Really?
Yeah. You know what it is, though? It's when the garage door's open, too.
Yeah.
That's the difference maker.
Sure.
But it's muffled, though.
Yeah.
You can hear music. There's no doubt, but it's.
I'm amazed his neighbors don't complain. Like, he's pretty loud in his backyard. Like, for a quiet suburban street.
Yeah.
They're probably just used to it. They probably just have earplugs.
I think he's good. Good relationship with his neighbors.
Yeah. One of his neighbors came over today, and he was kind of the same type of dude.
Oh, there you go.
This guy came over, he had a beer in his hand like 10, 11 in the morning. Hey, guys, sir, what's going on? And then they went and put a fence in and came back, and they drank more beer. Like, it's a very Canadian town, this place.
That's not how it is everywhere.
The turkey, tryptophan, and THC, fuck, the 3 T's of the night. It's a good point. Yeah, so yeah, I know, guys. It's been a crazy run here the last month, man. You know, every night we're in a different place doing these shows. We're going to be here for a couple of nights. We should be with you on Friday night, although we're gonna end in the studio at 9 o'clock. So I'm on with you at 10. I'm gonna have to figure something out there. And then next week, more traveling again. Back to New York, and then we'll get settled in. The thing is, when I get back to New York, I don't have the internet. I don't have anything. Fuck, so never fucking ends, man. Every fucking day, it's a new fucking problem, man. I just try not to. I'm like, whatever. It's not life or death. So whatever happens, happens.
More money, more problems.
Cubs are up 9-1 right now. Oakland Athletics are up 4-1. Dodgers and Rockies are tied at 2. They're tough, man. Here's Mahomes and company this week. Jimmy G Spot versus Mahomes. That game should be another track meet, but watch it be a lower scoring game. Phillip Rivers has 8 kids. He wants more. Fuck. How about winning a fucking playoff game? Fuck.
Hopefully Feinberg's tuned out.
Yeah, our boy Feinberg. I don't think he can. A grown man can love another man as much as he loves Phillip Rivers.
It's dad. It's dad to him. He's one of the 8.
He spoke to Phillip Rivers once. We surprised him on the air, and I thought he was going to cry. Actually, I think he might have. I think he might have shed like a little mini tear.
Father and son.
All right, so let's go, and I'm going to roll one last one here, and that's what I'm saying, Lisa. I said, "What are you, a fucking Mormon? Like, how many kids? Like, isn't 8 enough? Isn't that the TV show? 8 is enough. The show wasn't 12 is enough. It was 8 isn't enough? Like,
See, if you put those bumpers down, this game would be totally different.
Yeah, the skill level of the game is hard. Because he's owned it for 6 years, so he doesn't want it to be easy.
See, if that was the only way to get beats right down the middle, you didn't have to blend with the sides. It would be a total.
I appreciate that, Stubby. We've got a place now, though. I just got to get internet and cable and furniture. So what's your pick, Ray? You laying the 6 points with your Eagles or what?
Wentz back. Is that game in Philly?
Yeah.
I would lay 6 with Philly, with Wentz back, yes. I wish we had Alshon, but unfortunately we don't. I'm definitely taking the Jets on the money line on Thursday night. Until further notice, Cleveland doesn't win games. They'll find a new way to lose.
That's the Kitchener Ranger Ray lock and week.
I'm going to roll with the Jets on Thursday. Money line.
Power and rain. I'm coming on like a hurricane. Holy fuck, man. It's a lot of AC/DC here with this machine. One good thing about the AC/DC machine, though, good thing about the AC/DC machine is it's got Bon Scott songs and Brian Johnson songs. Imagine trying to sleep. Look where I sleep. Right next to the fucking pinball machine.
It's heavy duty. This guy's killing it already. He's been on the same ball for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, the Steelers are going to win, Brew.
Hate when it says that.
It stopped, but right away it's relentless. It starts again. Another AC/DC song.
Back for more torture.
It's an addictive game, though.
Yeah. And sleeping on the couch beside the machine. These guys just stumble out for a midnight piss and decide
I actually fell asleep with them playing because they were playing, and I was like, "Oh God, this is torture." And I was lying there. It was like 3:30 in the morning, and I was like, "Well, I got to accept it." So I was like, "Fuck, my life sucks." And I'm sitting here, and somehow I fell asleep. I don't know how. I was that tired. If you're that tired, it doesn't matter, whatever. I'm used to loud music, so I fucking dozed off to it. But as I was sort of sleeping, I sort of woke up for a second and it was pitch. It was all quiet and dark in here and everything. And I was like, good. I was like, fuck, these guys finally realized I'm sleeping right next to them. Fuck. But no. They were just outside drinking beer outside. And they came stumbling back in like 20 minutes later and fucking turned it up like it seemed. Like fucking, all right. So I couldn't bitch. It was the guy's house that was doing it. It's like the host, right? He's all wasted. All right, fucking all right. He's like fucking banging.
Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah. So what was I going to say? It's the guy's house. Hey, do you mind? I'm in the guy's living room. I got no choice but to, like, you know.
More productive tomorrow. Well, you're up. Oh,
Saints Falcons a tough game. I do like the Steelers. I like the Panthers. I like the Dolphins. I like the Steelers. Yeah, I haven't done them. Plus 203 could be worth a look there. Jump shot, Jordan. We'll talk UFC tomorrow with Lou tomorrow afternoon. Eric Anders and Thiago Santos. Interesting card, actually. Not big names, but good fights. I don't even know where the card is. It's coming up around the corner in New York. I'm going to go. That's in November. The Conor McGregor fight's coming up, actually. That's the one.
Tough call, to be honest. I don't know. Who do you take?
Numbers coming down a bit right now. See, the Beeb's like minus 175. Conor McGregor looks pretty good in those training videos and everything shows.
I got to think he wants the belt back. So tough to bet against him. I wouldn't bet Khabib. If anything, I'd bet Conor on fight night and just watch it. And I would hope Conor.
No, but if you like Conor McGregor, you got to bet him now because the odds are just going to go down.
Keep coming down.
Yeah.
I do like, if anything, I like Conor.
Like fight night, everyone's going to bet on Conor. Like,
I'm not betting on Khabib.
listen, I'm not a big Conor fan, and I like Khabib, but the thing is, I think Conor could fucking crack Khabib in the face before Khabib could get to him. Khabib is very hittable.
I think Khabib's got to get him on the ground and wrestle him if he's going to do that. I don't think Conor will let him do that.
Well, Conor won't be able to stop it if he gets close. But the question is, does Conor fucking crack him before he gets close enough to take him down? You know, once he takes Conor down, Conor's fucked.
I think he's in trouble if he gets him down.
But Conor's a big, strong dude as well for the weight class. It's an interesting fight. You know, Conor's been off for 2 years in an octagon, too. You can't underestimate that. I look forward to that fight.
What's the current odds right now?
Khabib's minus 165. Yeah, you know me, Brooks. You know me. Generally, I look for a reason to bet against Conor McGregor, but I don't see it this way. You got a one-dimensional fighter in Khabib taking on Conor McGregor, who's in great shape, who's got the best stand-up in the UFC by far, understands angles and shit. His takedown defense is pretty good. You know, Diaz got him down, but, you know, Diaz weighed like 210 pounds that night. So, and Conor was like different now. I think Conor's been humbled a little bit. It pains me because I don't like him. I don't like Conor McGregor, but you know, I think you can't lay minus 170 against Conor. I'm surprised by the number. Like I said, if you like Conor McGregor, the number's going to go down. But I'm surprised by this number. I thought more Conor fans would have his back more on this. They don't. But if you've seen Khabib fight, you've seen he's very hittable. Joshua never knocks anyone out. So, yeah, decision. Ray looks like Michael. Ray doesn't look like Michael Chandler. It's just the tracksuit. What's up, Ray?
What up, man? You say it looks like who?
Michael Chandler.
I don't know who Michael Chandler is.
He's a Bellator fighter. I guess. I don't know. They're wearing a white hat.
What up, Ragers? Live from Kitchener. Nice to have Gabe here.
Yeah, no, I like Kitchener. I've always liked it here. We dropped the puck here before. But nice streets, you know, nice neighborhood. It feels very peaceful here. I like it.
It's calm. It's chill.
People have good lives here, though. Like Ray's got a great house, great pool, a backyard. I've seen his backyard bar and shit on Twitter. Buddy here's got a great house and great real estate prices, too, compared to Toronto. It's a nice community here. What's up, King Ganja? He knocked out tomato cans.
The pinball just never ends. Score?
Look, his last two fights have gone the distance. No, he knocked out Klitschko. Klitschko's like 100 years old. I was on the Anthony Joshua bandwagon at first, but I'm underwhelmed by him. He's a big dude. You know, he beat a bunch of shitty fighters. He seems to duck real fighters. He wants to fight fucking stiffs all the time. And why not? He makes big money doing it. Exactly. He only fights in London. Clam Chowder would complain about the noise. Yeah, like I said, I'm just underwhelmed by Joshua. He's a big dude. He should be better. You know, like he knocked out a bunch. I'm not saying he's bad, but he's fighting older guys. He's always like this massive favorite, and he seems to struggle to finish guys. Or like I said, his last two fights he has. I've only seen 4 of his fights, though, right? I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see him when he was 16-0 and shit like that, fighting in England against these guys. I've seen his last 4 fights. Like I saw the Klitschko fight. I saw the Takum fight. I saw the Parker fight. The Povokin fight. Do I like the Texans this week? Yeah, the thing is, Pittsburgh Brew, I don't know about the Texans. If I had to bet the game, yes. I don't trust the Giants, but it's hard to trust the Texans now, but they probably do beat the Giants. That's the thing, Pittsburgh Brew. I liked Anthony Joshua. Like when I saw this guy before, I was like, holy fuck, look at this guy. I was on the bandwagon, but I've been underwhelmed by his performances the last few fights. and he doesn't want to fight in America. He doesn't want to fight Wilder. And I'm not going to blame him in the sense that he's making a shitload of fucking money in his little bubble right now. The big fight people over there, well, they want to see Tyson Fury. And it's crazy because, you know, if you're Anthony Joshua, you should be able to say, you know what, I'll kill Tyson Fury. But it seems like he doesn't even want a piece of that. I think it would help Joshua to train in America a bit and mix it up, you know? He's living in his little bubble now, but like we said, if you're making $300 million, why change your bubble? It's a good bubble to be in. Look at Ray. Ray likes his bubble here in Kitchener.
It's all right.
It's a nice bubble, but it'd be an even better bubble with $300 million.
It sure would.
The craziest part is, look, I'll show you guys. Look at this. I'll give you a tour. Oh, shit. That's not good.
This game is endless. It goes on for days.
Now, if that's not enough, so you got the AC/DC there. You come in here.
Turkey sandwich, man. That's all I got.
Oh, it's quiet out here. Today on the radio show, I literally went in like 5 rooms.
Dude in the kitchen is hilarious. He's just wandering around, opening the fridge and then opening a cupboard. He's looking for something, but he's not really looking for something.
Yeah. So today, I'm in one room. They start playing the pinball. I'm like, I look over. I'm like, fuck, man. So I go into another room. There's fucking music on. I go into another room. There's fucking, like, it's just, you know, it's hard to find a quiet room in his house. It's a big house.
There
but
is no quiet room.
yeah, and now I come outside and watch. Like, people are going to come out in like a couple of minutes, sit down, and I'll go back in, and they'll stay. It's like, you can't win. But Buddy has to work in the morning.
But he's hilarious right now. Like, he's just... He's just plowing turkey, man.
Yeah, and then after, like, I'm all tired and shit. I just want to go to bed after, but I'm at the mercy of the home. Like,
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
for sure.
I can't just say, hey, shut the fuck up, don't play pinball. So I gotta like go through it.
Could go down and sleep on the pool table.
Oh no, you know what? I think Brian's downstairs fucking playing guitar, to be honest.
That's not what that noise is.
See you later, Pittsburgh Brew.
Oh, this is one crazy house this week, man. The host is just too funny that he invites a whole band to come here and just jam the fuck out.
Oh,
of
yeah,
his
it's
house.
crazy.
Totally crazy.
But on a serious note, we did have a great day of we had a very productive day today from a music standpoint. We got into a big fight last night at like 2 a.m. Well, me and Brian did, not the whole band, just me and Brian. But me and Brian fight all the time. So, but it was pretty nasty last. It got nasty quick, fuck. But it was all water under the bridge.
Everyone's got the munchies. They're all in the fridge right now, all 4 of them. There's 4 dudes in the fridge. Look, show the camera to that.
What the hell's going on in here?
Look, get it quick. They're on the side. They're hungry. Funny thing is, they don't even see you.
Let's see, they got the pie out.
Oh, the pie's out. He's got ice cream too.
Come on, Brad, bud. There's something over here. There's one over here.
What's going on here? It's like a fucking big food fest again.
You gotta eat what you can, man. Brothers with turkey salad.
Bye. Want a piece?
Yeah, big,
How big a piece you want?
small piece.
Got some turkey left over.
A little bigger than that.
A little bigger than that?
Yeah.
Like that.
You want ice cream too?
Yeah, I'll take some ice cream.
Yeah, it's in the freezer there. Hey, it's got here.
I got it.
I'll take some ice cream.
Yeah, there's a lot of peace and quiet to be had in this house, for sure.
You ate the whole pot? Oh, you got
Look, ice cream. You having a scoop?
Yeah, give me 2 scoops.
I'm having a euro.
Thank you. I'm eating better here than I normally do, I'll tell you that much. Like turkey dinner, cherry pie, ice cream. Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I get 2 scoops like Trump. Fuck. I can't believe people are like, oh, Trump gets 2 scoops because of his ego. No, he wants 2 scoops of ice cream. But who wants 1 scoop? Fuck.
Pie's fucking delicious.
It's homemade pie, too, by that girl who was here before.
Local strawberries.
Local strawberry pie.
Mm. Everybody's eating pie. It's the quietest it's been here since I got here.
Those guys were going through the fridge like a bunch of hyenas. These guys were going through you see, like it was like 4 of them.
Raccoons.
I'm not a big pie fan, to be honest, but it's real good.
Yeah, I just crushed that.
Oh. eat, man. I don't wake up in the morning. Yeah, this is like a college frat house.
That one's gone. I think you got another one, don't you?
Here's the turkey from before. Leftover turkey.
I'm washing my hands.
Shooting at the world. Let's throw it in there. Yeah, I'll get it all together. I'll throw it through the fucking dishwasher. Right. You want any more turkey?
We got the pool table. Well, I love the old school TV. Little bar. This is where this is the guitar I'm using now.
Showing them the setup. This is quite the jam.
Can't go wrong. This is a classic SG. We really are turning an AC/DC. You got the classic fucking. This is like a special SG too. It's not just a fucking off the wall one. We got an old school classic fucking Marshall head. Marshall bass stack. These aren't the drums we're using. More Marshalls.
Yeah, it's loud as fuck.
Yeah, like we don't even plug everything in. Fuck, like we got Marshall stacks and shit, but we only using half the cabinets in here. And already, yeah, like my ears are fucking popped,
Oh, it's
man.
loud down here.
He said, like the whole house shakes when we play. Fuck, it's loud.
Got out of the car across the street. Didn't have to look for the house. The pool table game. Nobody's used this yet. All right, we'll take the 12.
Let me show you how it's done here, Ray.
All right, Gabe.
Don't really have much to shoot out here.
One ball, side pocket. Looks like he's going for a bank.
No, corner pocket.
Corner pocket.
Ah, motherfucker. Not happening.
Not happening. You should have set it up for a full game. Here, let me set them up. We got them all. We got a game. We got one extra. You want to break?
I'll break them.
All right. No friends.
Oh, it's not.
Definitely not as good as the one you got. All right, we gotta come all the way around. All the way.
Ray busting up the rake.
Had to have it. 15 in the bank corner. Nope.
Oh shit.
Whoops. Was that the ceiling?
Fuck! These fucking pool cues are pretty short, actually. It's like Seinfeld. It's all mini fuck. It's like I just hit the fucking ceiling and the thing.
Frank Costanza's pool room in the bedroom.
It is true. People are noticing. Ray did make contact with the other ball.
Almost made the bank corner. Sniper. All right. We gotta make a move here. Ah, sewer.
It's like the balls are a little smaller or something. It's like a little bit.
The balls feel small and the cues feel small. It's weird. I have a pool table at home. This feels really odd. It really is like Frank Costanza's pool table. There's never any shots. Brutal.
No, I know. There's nothing to shoot at here.
It's like the worst.
Fuck me, man.
And then you leave it way down here where I got nothing
Fuck.
to bet. This table is not right. There we go.
Bro, I'm in trouble now.
All right. Off the rail, 15 up in the corner pocket. Ooh.
All right.
All right, we got some room now. Not great. We'll have to make it work. 15 corner pocket. Get off the rail. Yeah, 8-ball bank corner. Got it. Oh! Don't shoot for that pocket.
Fuck, I gotta make a fucking hard shot here.
He made it. 1 ball, corner pocket. Give me a shot. Ah, not great. Not great.
I haven't played a long time. He's got a table. I need a game or two to get rolling here.
Bank corner all the way up. In and out. Oh, a little bit of an opening. Might be able to see that one.
Fuck.
Oh, it's tight. Oh, she's tight. Ow! Fuck.
Fuck me.
Need some chalk action. Oh, you hooked me. I got nothing. Missed a shot. 1 rail off the 8-ball.
Jesus fucking motherfucker. I really got fucking nothing here.
It's slim pickings right now.
Jeez.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I'm gonna have to go 8-ball all the way up. Tough shot to win it. Got it.
Oh.
Got it.
Oh.
Oh, motherfucker. Ooh, that looks wobbly.
Yeah, move it over, actually.
Yeah, you might lose that one.
Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. I just lost because of the fucking cue. The fucking cue slipped on the ball. I had an easy shot.
All
Fuck.
right.
I just tripped on the guitar case.
We'll go behind the back for you for the win.
Motherfuck. I thought I was going to come back to the fucking cue, like fucking skip the fucking ball.
Puked on itself.
I was nice and set up here, too.
Oh, yeah, you had a good run going.
Fuck me.
We're good. Anybody have money on that out there?
I know, Hainzer. I know. I was in a nice little spot there. You know what? I sort of rushed it, but my cue is kind of fucked. I mean, it's no. Oh, here's the fucking shot. There was a problem the last couple of. You know what it is? There's nothing to chalk. It's all. There's nothing left. There's no chalk. It's all plastic.
With these guys, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Oh, look at this. Ray's been playing with chalk. I've been playing with a defaulted fucking. Look at this. He's got chalk. I didn't have chalk on mine.
Here, I found you a new one with the tip. There's a nice one for you.
Oh, there's a real tip. All right. That's all right. Now that's real.
All right, now
Fucking playing with a piece of fucking plastic. Fuck.
I want to see the odds in the chat. What are the odds on this next game?
All right, yeah, you can break.
Nothing goes in on these breaks. You're up. Gabe is solids. Nice little finesse cut. Didn't quite go. All right. What did you give me? What did you give me? Fuck. Sua. So ball in hand or behind the line?
Behind the line.
Okay. The rock music is endless here, right? 24 hours a day.
Jesus fuck.
Oh, fuck. Alright, so. Not there. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hope something goes
We get a fancy here.
Jump ball?
Didn't work out.
Didn't jump.
Nice shot, but
Didn't go.
Jesus fuck, man.
How did that not go?
I don't know, man. It's like fucking 3-point shot, just not going in. Ooh.
That was close.
All right. Time to fucking pick this shit up. Fuck, man. I don't know if you guys are seeing this. They're nice shots. It's just fuck.
Ooh, got it.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh, ball wasn't there, my God. Oh, I'll give you the double kiss. Behind the line, I got nothing. Oh, maybe I do.
All right. It's not easy holding this fucking computer. Fuck me, man.
Ah! Choke job. Choke job. Finkel laces out.
Oh,
Okay, we got to bury this one.
fuck, that was close.
We got to bury this one. No.
Jeez. Ah, that fucking ball hit the computer.
Computer interference. Computer interference, man. That computer interference cost me a shot at this next one. Bank corner. All right, Gabe's got an opening here. I left him wide open.
Not the easiest shot. Fuck off. All right, we're only down like 3% here on this battery, I think.
It's brutal. Too many chances.
This fucking ball's in the fucking middle here.
All right, we got an opening. Ah! And he sewers on me. Oh. Same shot, same pocket. Ah!
I've got life.
Yeah. I shouldn't have tried that.
Brutal.
Brutal. Only word, brutal.
We'll play after we shut this shit off.
Ping pong paddles. And foosball, too.
Oh, they got it all.
Oh yeah.
Foosball.
Settle down, Chaz. We don't need to plug the computer in, Blaker. The show's over. And you can thank Jazz. Listen, Jazz, when you leave Kelowna, we'll talk. Sonny Vega's right. Jazz is nothing but trouble. All he does is complain, talk shit. Disappears, goes boating on ecstasy, and then comes back and talks more shit. Yeah, so what do we got tomorrow? Yeah, I don't know where Brian is. He sort of disappeared. It's bizarre. He was around earlier. I don't know where he is now, though.
Strip bar down the road.
He must be in his room, or I don't know. I thought he might have been downstairs, but it's weird. We're in all the same house, but we don't really see each other that much. We don't really hang around in the same rooms. But we'll be with you guys tomorrow night. We'll get a little bit more serious as the football week approaches. But Banter will join us, talk our ears off. I should be good. Should be good Friday night. I might have to take Friday afternoon off, but it should be good Friday night. What's up, Sonny Vega? Sonny Vega and Taylor Stevens are going to bring me a care package here tomorrow night. I thought I was going to go back to Toronto tomorrow, but I actually do have to do that Sports Rage versus the Machine show from here. I was going to go to Toronto to do it, but I don't have a choice. I'll just do it from here. I got to figure out a better backdrop, though. Fuck off. Fucking wildlife out here and shit, man.
The moth.
Guy's telling me before when we were out here last night, he goes, watch out for the bears if you hang out here all night. I'm like, bears? Like, what are you talking about? Fuck.
He's totally bullshit.
Yeah, there's no bears out here. Fuck. He goes, no, but there is mice. That's what he said last night. He goes, if you see the cat trying to bring a mouse in, like don't let the mouse in. It's like, yeah, buddy, I'm gonna fucking take a mouse out of your cat's mouth, fuck, in your yard. Like,
he is a piece of work, man. Oh my god, he's classic.
Leave Toronto again. I don't know if I'll be in Toronto again. Fuck. Like I said I was supposed to go tomorrow to clean up a bit again, and I can't. I'm locked in. I got shit to do here. Busy day, and then Thursday we're locked in. Whatever. I'm gonna have to do a crash course on Sunday night, maybe Saturday night, maybe Friday night. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Fuck. I got so much shit going on. I got to take things like one 15-minute segment at a time. I told you, Jazz, Sonny is needy. Oh, 2%. I was at the store the other day in New York. I asked the guy about the battery pack there, so I don't have to plug it in for the computer. I think he said it was $80, $69 or something. I'm gonna have to do it. Like, it's fucking constant, man. It's fucking constantly on like 2%. All right, I gotta plug this in before we die here. Oh, it's a miracle. No one's played pinball. See with the music in the background, this is actually like quieter than it usually is. It won't last though. It won't last. Oh, here you go. All right, guys. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll see you on the radio tomorrow at 4:00 Eastern. Big show. Lou Gamblu joins us. We got Sports Rage versus the Machine tomorrow night at 7:00 or 7:30, which is going to be a circus from here. And the Wicked Wednesday tomorrow night. The wheels keep turning. We hit the studio this weekend. We hit New York next week, and hopefully things will eventually sort of settle down. But like I say, our life is a lot of things, but it's not boring. See you later, Spenny Matt. Good to see you, brother. We'll talk some golf tomorrow night. Give the final picks. Get more serious about the football. Other than that, you're on your own. Later. No Kitchener Ranger Ray?
Peace out from K-Town.
Ray's hitting the wall here. He's quieted down.
Rage against the machine.
Thanks for the Michigan jersey.
You're welcome, buddy.
There's a Kitchener Ranger Ray. Don't forget your Ranger jersey.
Oh, I got it.
Other than that, you're on your own.